Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to this live stream, the final of the Champions Cup. My cat is fired up. La Rochelle versus Toulouse, and we are very close to kickoff now. 10 seconds away to be exact. It's going to be a great match. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are as well. And let's get straight into the action. Two French sides for the first time in 6 years. Mac is going to be kicking this one off. My cat is confused at what I am doing up at this hour of the night. I think I say that for every live stream, but he is indeed. He is a happy chat. Happy chappy at the moment, though. And La Rochelle have got this ball in hand. Was Alrit, who did hit the ball up. Now it's going to be Tavita Kurbalo, who is going to be putting this one high into the sky. And we are at Twickingham for this match as well, which is pretty awesome. They were allowed 1,000 fans in attendance for both sides for their supporters. And yeah, it's going to be a great match to watch, that is for sure. But at this stage, it is sitting 30 seconds in 0-0 in this one. I will get my scoreboard up and running as well. I'll be honest, I had pretty much zero time to prepare for this live stream throughout this week, which, I mean, it isn't ideal, but this is still one of those matches that there was no way I was going to be missing it, because we are going to get to see history in the making, perhaps, if La Rochelle are able to pull off the ultimate underdog story and win this match. But first, they will have to get past a very strong side in this Toulouse lineup. But now I'm going to quickly make it so that I can see your chat as well. And already now, Toulouse is running away with it a little bit. It is their number 7 tackle just outside of the 22, dragged down by Doolin now. Now it is going to be Dupont going to the right-hand side, getting close to the touchline. We see Cheslin Colby on that far side. He will be open to pick himself up 1 or 2 tries in this match. We know how well he can play at times when he is under pressure. That one has been dropped there by Toulouse. So now La Rochelle with the counter-attack. It is going to be in the hands of, I believe it was, now Leinster is going to be kicking the ball forward. Well done, mate, for another stream, says Grant. Thank you very much, mate. It's very great to be here for this match. Can't wait to see these two, see the two Cape Town boys going up against each other, Colby versus Leeds. Yeah, that's going to be exciting out on that wing. And we are just going to make sure that we are all running very nicely and smoothly for this match so that we don't have any more technical difficulties. We've had about 50 throughout today, and that almost sounds like an exaggeration. That is because it is. I think it's probably around 5 or so, but into Mac now. Kicking that one downfield, going into touch, taken by Leeds, thinking about taking it quickly, decides against it. How many live streams have you done today? So we did the 3 matches for the New Zealand Super Rugby, or New Zealand Australia Super Rugby Trans-Tasman games. Then we also did the match between the Rainbow Cup game, Bulls and Lions, and this will be our 5th in a row, and we've had hardly any break in between. Started at around 4:30 p.m. It is now 3:50 a.m. here in New Zealand. So yeah, pretty much a huge number in terms of back-to-back live streams. But this is a game that I didn't want to miss, and it looks like it should be a very good one. Kurbalo now into the hands of Ehire West. The Kiwis linking it up now. It's going to be Will Skelton now, driving hard at the line, but Toulouse almost able to see that ball, and they do in the breakdown. Very well done from them. Now, they were talking about the fact that Marchand was going to be suspended for this match. I believe it was. So that is unfortunate for him. Indeed, Kurbalo was offside. So now it is going to be the advantage to Toulouse. They are driving forward up the middle of the field. I am just trying to get the lineups up at the same time. I think my description is half wrong as well, so I am going to have to update that during this live stream, probably at halftime, while we are waiting for the second half to get underway. But at this stage now, there is a little bit of a push and a shove. Of course, a lot on the line in this match. Both sides wanting to get this win, both wanting to make sure that they can be called the Champion Cup champions, I guess you could say, as well. But at this stage now, they are just trying to make their decision of what to do. By the looks of it, it's inside of the range of Intermac. Is he going to take it on? It looks like he is. He has decided that he will be going for it here. And I guess early points on the board is very important in a finals matchup, that is for sure. Nonetheless, I am just going to quickly be putting up. There we go. Maybe that might work. Right. We'll see how we go here. My microphone is well and truly in the way for this one, unfortunately, which is not ideal at all. But it is going to be La Rochelle, or sorry, it's going to be Toulouse lining this one up inside of their own half. User to serve a beer after this one, says Grant. And that's the thing, it's going to be finishing at about 6 a.m. So I'll probably be more likely just wanting to sleep at that stage with how many games we have done back to back to back. But yeah, it's been a very exciting few games of rugby. And Intermac now is going to be kicking this one, and he has got that one. So the first points on the board are going to lose into this Champions Cup final. And yeah, 1,000 in attendance that they were allowed for both sides, which is great news for the supporters who want to get behind their sides in these matches. But Intermac getting that 3 points And now the score, if my scoreboard is going to update, looks like it may in a moment, hopefully. But we are sitting at 3-0. So at this stage, La Rochelle, they are used to being the underdog, though. They have been the underdog many a times throughout their rugby career, definitely throughout this Champions Cup. Of course, they hadn't made it to a semi-final, and they hadn't made it to a final, and they were able to do both of those in one go. Oh, Jerome Kano hit hard in the tackle by Raymond Rule there, and that is a big old hit. And I feel like this is going to be a physical game of rugby. Now, it is going to be one of the La Rochelle players. It is Aldrit trying to hold him up there, but he has gone to ground, and they have said that it was a maul, so they have to release there. And Anthony, I'm not too sure how to say his first name because I've heard quite a few different people say it in quite a few different ways, but Dupont is going to be putting this kick high. Almost charged down, but he has bound touch with that one. And now it is going to be the line out for La Rochelle, about 35 out from the line of Toulouse. But yeah, this is one of those matches I haven't actually seen too much of Chesil and Colby play live other than in the World Cup, because I didn't actually watch the games for Toulouse versus Bordeaux Beagles, which was the match that was played in the round before. And I do know that at the moment, it seems like Dupont is going to be a very important part of Toulouse. Also, Chesil and Colby out on that wing, like I was mentioning, he is going to be key for them in this one as well. But it's going to be exciting. I feel like these matches so far, my brain is slowly getting more and more scrambled, so I do apologize in advance if my commentary doesn't quite make sense at times, but it is purely because of the fact that, yeah, back-to-back live streams, I've learned does wear down on you just a little bit, as I have found out the hard way. But now they were showing that Aldrit was holding him up, and then there was a bit of an injury there. It's the way he falls on the shoulder, I believe it was, which is why he ended up in that awkward predicament. And yeah, at the moment, it is 3-0 to Toulouse early on in this match as well. And I feel like this is one of those matchups that both of these sides, you want bragging rights. Of course, both sides playing in the top 14, but being able to call yourself the Heineken Champions Cup champion, it's just a different level. And that is why both of these sides will be trying their best to be able to have a good performance here. And they were showing there Arnold. I believe that was not Rory Arnold. It was the other Arnold, whose name, Richie Arnold. That is the one. Couldn't quite remember the name there. But they are identical Australian twins. So I guess I have just that little bit of an advantage in that regard of it being just a little bit hard to tell them apart. But that is going to be the penalty now to La Rochelle. And they will be able to put themselves on the board early as well. Are they going to take it on? It's against Charlie Faumuina. Of course, Kiwi. We've got a lot of Kiwis scattered throughout these matches, which is why I love watching them so much. But at this stage here, Charlie Faumuina just getting that one a little bit wrong, tackling the man before he reached the ground. And it was Victor Vito who is tackling. We're talking about Kiwis. We have got a ton of them in this match at the moment. But it was just before he did end up touching the ground there, which is why there was the penalty against Charlie Faumuina. But at this stage, one of 4 All Blacks, they are saying as well for Charlie Faumuina. So it is very impressive that we have got so many All Blacks around in this one. And yeah, hopefully it does continue to be a great match. And I feel like it's going to be a close one between these two sides. Do let me know, Grant, also, who you think is going to be winning this match. Do you think that La Rochelle can do it, or do you think that it will be Toulouse who are going to be able to get the job done? It is going to be Ehire West who is going to be going for this kick here, and he will be hoping to nail this one 7 minutes into this final. He is lining it up nicely. I feel like my voice is about to disappear, but Colby has flashes of brilliance this season, but not as dangerous as the last 2 years, says Grant. And I feel like, yeah, that's one of those things that as soon as everyone, Ehire West, what a kick that is, straight over from him. And now the score is going to be 3-3. Didn't look like it was going over at the very first glance, but then from there was able to change it up a little bit. And because of it, it did end up in the situation of now being the 3 points per side at this stage. Yeah, going back to that comment as well, it is that whole thing of as soon as, like Caleb Clark a little bit here in New Zealand, as soon as everyone knew kind of what he did, it does make it even harder to be able to create that opportunity because everyone is looking out for your skill set. And that one is going to be kicked downfield there by Ehire West. I am typing at the same time. Anyone who is wondering, that's probably quite loud through my microphone. But now it is going to be now into Mac, who is charging forward in this one. Now it is, Dupont nailed from behind by the number 7 for La Rochelle, but they have still managed to hold on to this ball here to lose. And now it is going to be around the side once again. And they are saying that Marchand was missing this game, unfortunately, due to the suspension. And he has been told not to touch that ball. Now it is going to be fired back to Farmer-Weena. Getting one of his first carries of this match. Straight over the ball, though. Not quite able to get it. Now they've got the advantage here, which is not what they would have been wanting. And they have given away that penalty. I'm completely Switzerland for this game as well, says Grant. I'm not sure what that means, completely Switzerland. I assume is that kind of unbiased in terms of who is going to be winning this match, perhaps, because at the moment, yeah, I am probably a bit the same in regards to the fact that at this stage, I'm just hoping the better team win. La Rochelle, of course, what a journey they have had making it to this final. But at the end of the day, also, if Toulouse are the better side on the day, they will deserve to have that as their final. And I am just quickly updating a few more stats. And tell you what, there is going to be a change already. I believe it is going to be Richie Arnold coming off the field in a bit of discomfort early on in this match, which is not very fortunate there for La Rochelle, for Toulouse. But now it is going to be the line out for Toulouse, only about 15 out from La Rochelle's line. So they are going to be pouring on the pressure there. And yeah, Richie Arnold. Keep on confusing the two. Both twins from Australia. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it goes from this line out. Anthony. How do you pronounce his name? I feel like I always hear it in different ways. So it makes it very difficult to be able to choose it. But now they are going for the rolling maul here to lose. Trying to make a few extra meters. But now they are getting well and truly forced back by La Rochelle. But they have got the penalty advantage now. So they can throw everything at it. No, it is going back for the penalty against La Rochelle. So now it's going to be Toulouse ball. And they will have the opportunity of possibly adding 3 points here if they do decide to go for it, unless they go for the corner once again. But we will have to wait and see what the plans are here for Toulouse. Dupont, he will have a lot to say in this matter. And by the looks of it, they are stepping back, which I would assume means that he is going to be going for the post here into Mac. And he had a very good Six Nations as well for France. And also Dupont, that French connection at 9 and 10 will be very good at possibly, being very good at linking up nicely. But penalties conceded at the moment, 3 against La Rochelle. Switzerland is famously neutral in all conflicts. I am 100% Switzerland as well then in that regard. Because like anytime someone asks me my favorite side, I always say that I like all of them. Like that is just my answer that I go to. But it's one of those ones that, I feel like I just love watching these rugby games. And it's one of those ones that there are plenty on at the moment, which makes it even that much more exciting. But at this stage, it looks like Intermac will be able to convert this one. There is cat fur all over my keyboard, but that one has gone over. And now the score in this match is going to be 6 to Toulouse and 3 to La Rochelle. Now, the big question is, are we going to see back-to-back penalties against these two sides? Just going back and forth. That is the big question. I feel like my brain is scrambled. It is currently sitting at 4 a.m. in New Zealand time, so I am sorry about that. We will have to wait and see how it is going to be going in this next little while. 11 minutes into this match is flying by at the moment. I feel like this match is going to be over before we know it, and we will have a Champions Cup champion. But of course, in the match that happened between the Leinster Tigers, and also they were playing Montpellier, who actually won that game. I don't think I actually saw it, to be fair, so I may have to look that up as well at some stage. But they have got the ball just outside of their 5-meter line at the moment to lose, and they will be kicking this one downfield. It looks like Dupont is going fishing for it, trying to find it, and he was able to get it out. And now he will be kicking this one high. And like I mentioned, he will be a key in this match for the La Rochelle. I keep on saying La Rochelle, but now it's going to be Doolin who is kicking this one high, chasing it hard as well. Many La Rochelle players chasing it, but taken almost by Intermac. Bounces free though, and now it is going to be a scrum feed for the La Rochelle fullback. And they have got a big fullback as well. You're looking at the man like Will Skelton. How do you stop him? He is an absolute unit. Twickingham. I can't actually spell Twickenham, to be fair, as well. At this stage, I will have to accept that at this stage. I am just doing a few notes on this match as well as it is happening. If anyone is wondering why I am typing flat out, it's just one of those ones that I am very excited for it and making sure that I am keeping well and truly updated with what is happening in this match. But I will be getting right back to the commentary once we have the stoppage and play over. Because at the moment, it is the case of, at the moment, it's just looking a little bit like we're having a few stoppages early on in this match. I've repeated that same sentence about 5 times, but I think you guys knew exactly what I meant in that situation. At this stage, it was big contact there from the man in the number 3 jersey, Antonio, in the end, almost looking like he shattered his orbital bone there, the way that he is holding his head, which is not good news at all. But now it is going to be the scrum feed for La Rochelle, and they will be hoping that they can do something very good with this off this one. And at the moment, it is going to be a very exciting finish to this match. But not only that, we have still got another 68 minutes left. And I feel like I'm saying I feel like too much. Montpellier beat Leicester yesterday as well, says Grant. What was the score in that match? I feel like that would have been quite a good match to watch, was it? But I did miss that one. It was on at 7 a.m. New Zealand time. And with the amount of games that were happening today, I felt like I better get a little bit of a good night's sleep. And now it is going to be a big drive from the fullback of La Rochelle. Victor Vito off the back now, getting tackled by Dupont. They've got the advantage as well, La Rochelle. Now it is going to be Gregory Alred. Oh, that was a big tongue roll off the back of the ruck. They have still got the advantage now. It's going to be a big run from the forwards of La Rochelle. They love building phase play now. It's going to be high west. Goes back to Raymond Rule, trying to find Dylan Lates. Has found him. Fellow South Africans linking up nicely there. And they are slowly trying to drive forward at the moment, La Rochelle. And it's going to be the player in the number 6 jersey, which in this one is, I believe, if I'm not wrong, it would be Kevin Gordon. I think because of the fact that they have actually got, no, it's Gregory Aldred. I think I got my numbers around the wrong way there. But at this stage, they are showing Will Skelton. He is a big individual, and I feel like for him not to score a try in this match would surprise me big time. Also a player who I am backing to be able to score a try. I'm going to go Cheslin Colby. He is one of those players that when it comes to these big matches, he is able to well and truly step up for them, and that is what he will be doing in this case. But it was a good push in the end. In the scrum for La Rochelle, they've got a big fullback. They are going to be using them big time throughout this match as well, which is going to be very exciting to witness. But I will say, if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like on this live stream. We are currently live streaming at 4 a.m. New Zealand time, so if you do want to support the channel, please do. Intermax here is a thing of beauty. It never gets messy, says Grant as well. And I feel like that's the same situation. How does Faf de Klerk keep his hair so fluffy? Like, I know that someone was talking about it earlier, and I was comment about Intermac. Yeah, you're right. His hair never seems to get messed up in this situation, but maybe if he gets a big contact from Will Skelton or someone like that, that might change that in a real big hurry. But at this stage, it is going to be Ehire West once again for La Rochelle, who will be taking on this kick. And if he can get this one, we will be back to 6-all. And at this stage, it is just going back and forth between these two sides, that is for sure. But now it is going to be Ehire West lining it up. He got the last kick, and it was a very good one as well. About 30 out, and it's hit the post, and it's come back out, and that is not what they would have been wanting, but that ball has been dropped, and now it is going to be forced back. So I believe it is going to be a 5-meter scrum in this situation. But it could have been a lot worse for La Rochelle, or sorry, for Toulouse in that situation, because they were well and truly in a big pickle there. We have got, what was the score in the Bulls versus Lions? It ended, Jeffrey, as 34 to the Lions, 33 to the Bulls. They were able to get the upset win, and they were able to hang on to be able to get themselves the win in that match. So the first win for the Lions, the first loss for the Bulls. And yeah, it was very interesting to watch because of how close it was right down to the final minutes. Then it was a try for, I believe it was, or who scored the last try for, I think it was MJ Peltzer, or maybe it was someone after that one as well. It was actually Zalinger who was able to score the last try for the Lions. And then from there, it was all she wrote. And it was all over, and the Lions were able to hang on. But now it is going to be La Rochelle with the scrum feed. A little bit of rain falling at Twickingham at the moment. But now they are going to be driving once again. Victor Vito at the back. They have got the advantage now, so they can throw everything at this to this side. It was a terrible pass by Kurbalo, unfortunately, just a little bit too high. And because of it, now they are going back for another penalty. Who do you support in the AFL Aussie rules? My man as well, says Jeffrey Fokert. Oh, AFL. I haven't actually been able to watch an AFL game for probably, not even exaggerating, probably around 2 years at this stage. I want to get back into it, but it's just one of those ones. But at this stage, with that much rugby we've had, luckily, with the Champions Cup ending very soon after this game, and also maybe into the British and Irish Lions tour kind of area, I will be getting a bit more time. It's also NRL. I love watching NRL as well, but yeah, just don't really get the chance with all of the rugby that's on. I try my best to learn these lineups off by heart. It hasn't worked very well for this live stream, I will admit, because of how many back-to-back ones. But I will ask you, Jeffrey, who you do support in the AFL and also in the NRL, let me know. But it is going to be a scrum feed once again for La Rochelle. And they are saying if you want to win, you've got to drive La Rochelle backwards here. Or you've got to drive Toulouse backwards. What am I saying? That is a big question. But now it is going to be put into the scrum by Kurt Barlow. Big contact in that scrum. And now straight away La Rochelle making a few extra meters. And it is going to be almost a blow of the whistle, but they have still got this ball. It is going to be Kurt Barlow into the hands now of the man in the number 12 jersey, which for this match would be Bordeaux, I believe it is. And it's been kicked away by Cheslin Colby, almost a cross kick. That was beautiful. Dylan Lades now has been tackled on this near side. My cat is like, I'm sick of this game already. Now it is going to be Kurt Barlow over the ball, and he has won the penalty now for the player flopping in, I believe was the call there. But 17 minutes through this match at the moment, and we are sitting 6 to Toulouse and 3 to La Rochelle. That one was Rory Arnold there. Did end up giving away that penalty. But yeah, at this stage, it's going to be close. Where did my cat go? I think he just left completely. My team I support is Carlton Blues in the AFL, Aussie Rules, and Sydney Roosters in the NRL. And that is one thing that I enjoy watching. I feel like I'm going to muck this up. But the Roosters, they have got James Tedesco, if I'm not wrong, Jeffrey Focko, because I remember back before lockdown started, I was actually watching quite a bit of the NRL, and it was actually James Tedesco who was making me think that, he was a very talented player indeed. But now they are showing that man Bordeaux in the number 12 jersey. He'll be open to pick himself up a try in this one. Both of these sides are fighting hard. Last 6 penalties, 3 against, that's 4 against Toulouse and only the 2 against La Rochelle, I believe. So at this stage, it is going to be the scrum feed. 5 meters out. Now, Toulouse need to be careful here. If they end up giving away another penalty, only a few meters out, could be dangerous for them. Someone could be going to the bin. So that is the last thing that they will be wanting here. But it is actually at the moment, they said a sun shower. So maybe the weather is going to deliver for this match at Twickingham. They've got a bit of a crowd there, which is great to see as well. In this match, 18 minutes in at the moment. No try scored yet. Now they have gone a little bit earlier. It is going to be the scrum reset, but Victor Vito off the back of the scrum. He is a hard man to deny, that is for sure, because of the fact that, he is a very talented player. But at this stage, both sides, no one able to score a try yet in this first half, but someone could be scoring it soon. James Tedesco still plays for the Roosters. Yeah, I absolutely love watching him play. He is one of those players that just seem to be able to create opportunities all over the place. And that is what I enjoy watching. Kind of similar. Is he similar to a Damian McKenzie, just with the way that he kind of pierces the gap and just finds a great opportunity to be able, to score a try. They are saying 50 to 60 stone is the weight of these players here, which is pretty interesting. Now it's going to be, it's dropped there by Bordeaux, but it has gone backwards. No, it hasn't. And it is now going to be the all running smoothly for me, and at this stage, looks like it is going to be so. That is very exciting news, but in the end, Victor Vito is off the back of the scrum, and it went to Bordeaux instead, but then he did have a bit of a fumble, and that is what led to the penalty, and he is not happy there, Bordeaux, as well, and that is one of those things, these two sides, when they play against each other, it is kind of one of those situations. Maybe we won't see too many tries. Maybe it will be a low-scoring, close match between these two sides. But you also got looks like Peter Ali, who hacked the ball as well, says Grant Swartz, and it is also Jeffrey Focke. Has said pretty much my man as well. Yeah, I enjoy watching him play. And that is something I feel like I'll get back into NRL. And I think the Roosters will actually be the side that I go for. But Peter Arkey, who hacked that ball as well, said Grant. We're at this stage now. La Rochelle once again have got the scrum feed. And they will be hoping that they can do something big with this one off the back of the scrum. But I think it is actually, it's going to be Toulouse with the ball. I'm getting all kinds of excited for this match. It's going to be a very close one, I have a feeling. Maybe not too many tries throughout this one, but at this stage, the fullback of La Rochelle look like they are the stronger side. But looking at the benches as well, we'll have a quick scroll down to see who they have got. They've got the likes of, I feel like in this situation, maybe La Rochelle, they will look at leaving Victor Vito out there for pretty much all of the game, and maybe it will be Gordon who ends up getting taken off a little bit later on in this match, perhaps. But at this stage now, it is going to be the scrum feed. I believe the clock is off at the moment. Yes, it is. And now we are getting ready for the next scrum feed. And now that's the thing. From here, La Rochelle may have a very good chance of being able to drive over Toulouse. But they will have to work hard for it. And at the moment, we are just waiting for the game to get back underway. But do let me know in the chat who you guys think is going to be winning this match. I am very keen to hear it. We also got Abro, sorry I'm late from 7. No worries, mate. It is good to see you now. And at the moment, we have got a game that is going to be very close between these two sides in the two build-up games for Toulouse. They haven't really been scoring too many tries overall, but then it's one of those situations as well that if they can score a try in this match with the likes of Cheslin and Colby, they will well and truly be in the lead in this match as well. But they are talking about Aaron Smith at the moment for maybe talking about Dupont and the comparisons between those two players, because both of them are very great players, that is for sure, as well. But now it is going to be the scrum feed for Toulouse at this stage. What are they going to be able to do from here? We have got in there who wins the NRL tomorrow. Rabbitohs versus Penrith and Parramatta Eels versus Manly, says Jeffrey Fockert. See, I feel like I haven't followed it enough to be able to know, but I know that, the Rabbitohs, they're going all right, if I'm not wrong, or almost defended there, but now it's going to be Jerome Kano off the back of that one. Now it is going to be almost stolen. Is it a penalty? Yes, it is. No, it's not. It is against La Rochelle there for not releasing. So now it is going to be Toulouse who have got the opportunity here. We have also got Toulouse look strong, says Sevu. They do indeed. And it's one of those situations, La Rochelle, they are going to have to use their fight that they showed in that game against Leinster and also that game against the Sale Sharks. If they can show that fight, they will have a good chance of being able to go the distance in this match. That one hasn't found touch, though. The touch finder from Intermac, not ideal. Now it's going to be Lades with the high ball. Is returning fire. It's going to be just outside of the 22, so we can't mark that one. Now it's going to be Dupont running straight at Lades. Good tackle there from Doolan, who has driven forward a couple more meters. Now it is going to be in the hands of Farmawina. Charlie Farmawina, that is running hard with the ball, is tackled by the number 1 in the La Rochelle lineup, which in this one, I believe, is Prizo, I believe, if I'm not wrong, as well. Now it is going to be fired back into the hands now of Intermac. It's been dropped, though, and now it has been kicked away, and that means now I assume that we are going to be going right back for the scrum. He's decided to let them play. They are about 40 metres back from where that kick was taken. And now it is going to be La Rochelle who have another scrum opportunity here to be able to try and drive forward. And it's one of those ones, these two sides, with how close this game may be, whoever scores this first try has a very good chance of being able to win this match. La Rochelle is a good team in Toulouse, but I think Toulouse would go to Toulouse as well. Says Sevu, yeah, I feel like they are well and truly the underdog, which is why I think quite a few people have loved to back them throughout this competition. But yeah, at the end of the day, Toulouse are a very strong unit as well. And the last thing that they will want to do is give away the match, because La Rochelle, their scrum, I think, is the advantage, which I feel like they need to keep on going to, because Victor Vito off the back, he will be running it hard, maybe to Curbalo on the side, and they will be trying to drive their way over here. But first, they have to win the scrum up against Toulouse. Curbalo now feeding this ball and scrum moving around a little bit, but they have been able to retain that one. Victor Vito has got that ball at the back. It's going to be rolling around now. It's going to be Victor Vito off the back, tackled in the end by Anthony Dupont. Now it is going to be a drive forward once again for La Rochelle. They're going to have to use their forwards very nicely, but unfortunately for Moena, it was Antonio, ended up in the wrong place there. Gives away the penalty. We have got, I'll be back. I'll go real quick. Says everyone, no worries, mate. We have got Jeffrey has said, I like Manly because of Tommy Turbo, a good player, and also Penrith Panthers is in a close game as well, says Jeffrey Fockert. And yeah, that's the thing. I feel like the more time I get that isn't rugby, I think I will end up watching more NRL. I feel like that's the next list up, or the next game up on my list that I do want to watch. Perhaps it goes NRL and also cricket. I don't mind watching, so I'll probably watch a bit of that also, with the fact that New Zealand is supposed to be going to England very soon for some cricket against India. So that would be an interesting one, I think. Or is it against England? Maybe it's against England that they are playing. But they are showing Jerome Kano here. 23 minutes into this game. No one has been able to score a try yet. And at this stage, it's number 8 from New Zealand versus number 8 from New Zealand. Victor Vito against Jerome Kano. Two very good players. Toulouse has put the ball in there. La Rochelle having a big push, though. But it has stayed stable now. It's going to be fired back into the hands of Intermac. Almost charged down by La Rochelle, but that one has been kicked downfield and has gone into touch. Good kick there. And now 40 metres out from the line, it is going to be the throw of La Rochelle. But yeah, at this stage, who do you pick in this match? I think La Rochelle, they are the underdogs here. But Toulouse, they are one of those ones. All they have said that it was taken back there. So that is a good opportunity now for La Rochelle. Do you follow horse racing, my man, says Jeffrey Fockert. Even though I do talk extremely quickly, no, I actually haven't really been following too much other than the rugby. I'm trying to move my chair a little bit. I feel like I'm a little bit wonky in that regard. I'll go over just a little bit more. But at the stage, La Rochelle now have got this line out throw. It will be Burgaret. Hopefully I've pronounced that correctly. Burgaret. It may be actually La Rochelle butchered that as well, says Grant Swartz. So I'm wondering whether or not you may be just that little bit ahead of me, perhaps because at the moment they are going for the rolling maul now. And I am wondering if this is the moment that you're talking about. They've got the advantage of La Rochelle, and they are going to be driving forward here. They are trying to make a few extra meters now. It's going to be Kerbarlow. Who is he going to be going to? He's decided to go to first receiver, Ehire West. Fires back now into the hands of Raymond Rule with a bit of a step, trying to run over the top of Chisel and Colby. It was Dupont straight on that ball, not quite able to get it now. It's going to be Gregory Aldrich around the side, making a few extra meters for La Rochelle. And they are slowly driving towards the line here. Being fired back to Ehire West. Little cross kick opportunity here. And it has gone too far, which means now it is going to be going back for the penalty. And I would think from here, perhaps, they decide to take on the 3 points to get back to that even playing field. Let's go. And there, New Zealand is playing India in the Test match champions in England. Yeah, I felt like it was either England or India, but I think it was the fact that it was in England that was confusing me. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see that matchup. I know a few players, I think, are still stuck in India, possibly because of the lockdown and travel restrictions. So it's going to be interesting to see what lineups we get to see. But India having a very good test tour up against up against Australia. In Australia, won that test series. And they were looking very impressive while doing it as well. And then they were able to win the test series in India against England, I believe, which is why they are in that final. But now it is going to be Ehire West who is going to be lining this one up now for La Rochelle once again. Currently sitting 1 from 2. Kicking distance is 34 meters. Trying to line this one up and trying to get his side the lead in this match. But I will say, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to almost 3,000 subscribers now. So if you haven't already, be sure to hit that button. That's much appreciated. Definitely when we are sitting at 4:17 a.m. here in New Zealand. I love watching these rugby games, late night ones. And I just love watching rugby with you guys as well. I will have a quick look as well because we have been growing crazy in terms of the subscribers lately. We are sitting currently on 2222 for the subscriber number, but that one has gone over from Ehire West, and now it is going to be La Rochelle sitting on 6 points, and Toulouse also sitting on 6. I've also got my bet tomorrow at Egmont Races at Hawera in South Taranaki in the NZ. I like Winkle Way. Looks hard to beat as well, says Jeffrey Fokker. So a little bit of a tip there, perhaps to have a look at. But yeah, I haven't really got into betting and whatnot. I feel like I've been learning a lot of the odds for the sake of the rugby ones, but I haven't really been placing any bets. I'm not sure whether that is something I should get into late now. Has managed to make a few more meters, but I guess if there is ever a time to do it, it would be you're the man to go to in that regard. But La Rochelle still have this. Will Kerbarlow now is going to be rolling this one backward, looking a little bit awkward trying to get it out. But now he has fired that one very high. And it has gone into the sky at Twickingham. It looks like it's gone a little bit darker there. It was raining earlier on, then the sun came out, and now we are back to overcast conditions. Dupont now looking for the option here for Toulouse. Big contact there. Rory Arnold driving forward Dupont now, and it is going to be the advantage, I believe. But what, he's ripped away there. And now, that's a big hit from Bordeaux, and it is going to be the penalty for the no release. And now he was going to take that one quickly there, Dupont, and he has stayed down, and so is someone else at the moment. And there's La Rochelle from Angela as well. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. And at this stage, it looks like they are going to be checking a few things here. Anthony Dupont decided to try and take it quickly. I believe it is Bordeaux who has actually been sent off the field. And then, that's going to be a rare card for Bordeaux by the looks of it, because of the fact, unfortunately, he's ended up going for the tackle. He's gone a little bit high, and because of it, it's connected there, and that's going to be a rare card, unfortunately. Formal review, and by the looks of it, Bordeaux may be ending up going to the bin, and that is not what you want in a final of a Champions Cup. And the worst thing is he also made the tackle on Dupont after the quick tap was made. So he is going to be on his bike. Unfortunately, his Champions Cup final is going to be over. That's a big hit. Unfortunately, Lavani, I believe it is, who took that contact. When he was coming in here, he was lining him up, and then it was shoulder directly to the head. That is going to be a rare card as well. Katio, I'm not too sure what that says. Sorry, Angela, and Rogue as well, with a few love hearts, I think it is. So I hope that that is going for La Rochelle here, but unfortunately here, it means that his game is going to be over. Head contact, shoulder to the head. He is at fault. It is a red card, is the call, and that means that Bordeaux, he looked like he was going to be dangerous for La Rochelle in the centres, but he is going to be making his way off the field now, and his game is going to be over for him, unfortunately, and La Rochelle now going to be stuck with 14 men for the rest of this match as well. Oh, Mutton Chops was killed by Bordeaux, who was indeed. You're my number one caller in rugby, my man. You can be the new Tony Lee as well, says Jeffrey Fockard, so thank you very much for that, mate. And that's the things, some of you guys have been tuning in for pretty much every single live stream that we have been doing, and I just absolutely love it with the fact that you guys are all well and truly on board with the channel, helping to make it grow, and Bordeaux is unfortunately getting the red card, and La Rochelle not too happy with that, the coaching staff, because he was looking like he was going to be very decent in that midfield, and AAA from Angela, but now it means that Bordeaux is going to be off the field, and now for La Rochelle to win, I would assume it is going to be a huge situation going on as well. But at this stage, it looks like it is going to be possibly quite a low-scoring game between these two sides, other than the fact now that Toulouse, they have got the advantage here because they have got the extra man on the field, and they will be using it. It's huge contact on, as someone in the chat called him Mutton Chops there, but he got absolutely whacked. And surely he was going off for an HIA in that situation as well if he was hit that hard, but he looks like he's good to go for another round there. But unfortunately for him, ended up getting that red card there. Now it is going to be Toulouse who are starting to drive forward now, trying to make quite a few meters. Already 28 minutes gone in this match as well. Jerome Kano, I believe, has that ball in air, but straight through the middle was the number one, but Dupont now has been able to break off. Chitlin Colby, quick hands, nice little pass. Out the back, it's been dropped though. And it means now that it is going to be the scrum feed. And unfortunately, it means that La Rochelle now are going to have a decent chance in the scrum. What NBA team do you support, my man? Says Jeffrey Fockgood. And I feel like it's a little bit similar to the factor of like the likes of the AFL. I don't think I've ever really followed too much NBA. Like, I'll be honest, I think the last time I was watching basketball was actually when my sister was playing in probably about 6 years ago at least. And then that was kind of when I was following a bit more of the NBA because I quite enjoyed watching those games. But yeah, other than that, I feel like I am well and truly behind. We always got advantage to lose as well, says Grant Swartz. So you are well and truly ahead of me. At the moment, they are going off. At the moment, it is going to be the man, Meta, is coming off the field. It means now that it is going to be the man in the number 23 jersey, I believe it was Ramos, making his way out there now. But yeah, at the moment, I am a little bit too far behind. I am about a minute behind in my live stream, so please, not too many spoilers, that is for sure, in the chat. But at the moment, for La Rochelle to even score a try in this match, I believe the odds on that would be huge at this stage. But Will Skelton back out on the field now, getting a new shirt. And now it is going to be the case of the scrum feed for La Rochelle. But like someone said, do you have a girlfriend, my man? You are an awesome guy. As well, says Jeffrey Fockard. I actually don't. I have been probably spending too much time watching rugby and doing YouTube over the last kind of maybe year or so since we started. So I haven't really been out and about, to be fair. But yeah, at this stage, I am still single. But yeah, maybe that will change in the future. We will have to wait and see. But at this stage now, La Rochelle are going to have the scrum feed. 29 minutes into this game. Currently still 6-6. No try scored in this match so far. And I have to say, Grant, you must be a mile ahead as well, because if there is an advantage now. Oh no, okay, now it is going sideways a little bit. Now trying to fend off Dupont, still going. Victor Vito hasn't been out yet, but now into back was the man who got him. Now it is going to be in the hands of Kurbalo, but Kano was almost able to get that one. They've got the advantage for the knock on. Now it is going to be around the side. The referee almost in the middle of the action there on the halfway line. Now it's going to be Gregory Aldrit running hard. I keep on getting the tongue roll going there at this stage, but it is going to be now that they have said that maybe the advantage is over now. It is going to be a good run there from the number 2 for La Rochelle in this one. I believe, if I'm not wrong, it would be Bergerit. I can't really say his name properly, but now it is going to be the number 7, which in this one would be Gordon as well. Now it's going to be Kurbalo, little kick in behind from High West. Good chase as well from Doolan. Little bit of an awkward one, but he somehow managed to put the ball backwards. And it has gone backwards to Raymond Rule now. Looking for the offload, decides not to go for it in the end. La Rochelle have this ball on at the moment, the 22 almost, and they are slowly driving forward. If they can score the first try in this match, maybe they will have a one-day, or they will have a very decent chance. Little offload there, the hands of the number 1, which in this one is Priso. And they have got the advantage now, giving away the penalty there. Toulouse, not what they would have been wanting. High West now goes back into the hands of a little bit of a backline. And it is going to be a good hit up there from Dylan Lades. Now it is going to be, High West met with a wall of defence. Now it's going to be Lades running forward once again. And they are getting closer and closer. Raymond Rule looking for the offloads. Goes into the hands of Will Skelton, who has been defended well. He's got a man on his ankle, but he is still going. Now it's going to be Kurbalo. Goes to Aldrit, who is running hard at the line. Straight away over the ball is Cheslin Colby trying to get that one. Not quite able to. Now it's going to be in the hands of Antonio. He is driving forward. Only a few minutes short. That was ripped away in the breakdown, and that's going to be the penalty now to La Rochelle. Right. Do they take the 3 points? I'm behind you. My comments are reacting to things that happen 1 minute after your feed. Okay. See, I got confused. I was like, wait, is there a scrum penalty going up as well? And we have got come to Wellington Saints game one day. And I feel like that is one thing I love to do, is just do a tour of the country, watching all the sport that is available at the stage. It is Rory Arnold now that is down. Both of the Arnold brothers looking a little bit worse for wear. The other Arnold brother has already gone off the field. That one is Richie Arnold, but now Rory Arnold is down as well. But they were getting close there. Antonio manages to almost get that ball back nicely, but then it was ripped away in the end by the Toulouse player, I believe. So now they have got the penalty. And from here, La Rochelle, I think, will be taking the points on the board unless they decide maybe that you got to go for the corner. I think they will be kicking for the 3, though. Or are they? What are we deciding here? I think they're going to be checking something at the moment. But EI West, I believe he has got the tea in hand, or he's got a drink bottle in hand at least. I kind of like to see them go for the corner. I know that they'll be probably trying to take the 3 points on. Oh, yes, they are going for the 3. I thought for a second that they were going for the corner. What a tackle from Colby as well. And that was, Colby looks like he is going to be dangerous in the breakdown. But yeah, it looked like it was slightly ripped away there. And now I think they're actually going to be going back and having a look at something. And there could be a penalty against La Rochelle once again here. Flicks the ball back with his hand is the comment. Oh, okay, number 6 is going to the bin here. So now it is going to be 14 versus 14 for the next few moments. So that means now, I feel like with High West knowing that, maybe they would have decided to take on the 3 or take on the 7, Instead, but that is going to be the number 6. Unfortunately, yeah, he ended up making the tackle, and then from there, he did end up flicking the ball away. And in the end, it is going to be the number 6, which is Reinhard Estad. Name is a hard one to say. I'd love to meet you in person in Wellington. It would be awesome for you to come to Wellington Saints game and rugby, and also club rugby in Wellington as well. Yeah, I feel like that is one thing. I feel like I'll probably have to do like a month's tour of the North Island. Would be pretty awesome to do one day. Ronan O'Gara looks like an angry Irishman, says Grant, and he will be indeed, because of the fact that at this stage, I mean, they had the opportunity of being 14 on 15, and now all of a sudden it's 14 on 14. So it's one of those ones that both coaches won't be too happy at the moment with either of their sides. And at this stage now, La Rochelle are going to be leading this match up against Toulouse. Now, that's one thing I feel like I'm learning with French rugby a little bit more, is some of these games are very even, and 3-pointers just keep on getting ticked over, and they don't really mind it too much. And I feel like it's going to be that first team. I actually enjoy watching La Rochelle play against the likes of Leinster, because they are willing to kick it for the corner, willing to try and take on the 7 to be able to possibly make it into a better position in the game. And now it is going to be La Rochelle. We have this guy in the chat, Enzo Dufour Cordier. Hopefully I've pronounced that correctly. Do let me know if I have got it wrong. And he said I'm French guy as well. So welcome to the live stream. Who are you going for in this match? Are you going for La Rochelle, or are you going for Toulouse? Do let me know. But Kurt Barlow now has got that ball at the back of the ruck, and he has kicked it downfield. 33 minutes into this match at the moment. Hey, bro, I'm back as well from Sevu. Welcome back, mate. At the moment, you have missed a red card and a yellow card, I believe, since you were gone. And at this stage, both sides playing with 14 men. And it was Bortier for La Rochelle, the number 12, who got the penalty or the red card. And also, it was the number 6 for Estad. I believe it is Elstad. Sorry, I believe it is. Oh, that ball has been dropped by the number 11, and that was a close opportunity there for, in the end, it was almost LaBelle, I believe it is, on that wing. Yes, it was. And now it is going to be Dupont with a little, no, sorry, it's Doolin with a little kick in behind Dupont trying to take that one. And in the end, it is going to be in the hands of Anthony Dupont. Throw over the ball, Barlow trying to grab that one. But it is going to be a knock on. So now it is going to be the scrum feed for Toulouse. We have got come on Toulouse as well, says Jeffrey. And we have got, what do you think of Kobe Bryant and the NBA? Said he and his daughter passed away. It is indeed. I saw that a couple, when was it? It was almost a year ago, was it? If I'm not wrong. And it seems like the time has been flying by. But yeah, it is a very unfortunate situation. Of course, a legend of NBA and basketball in general. And it was a very sad day. That was for sure. Let's go La Rochelle as well from Enzo. So he is back in the men in the yellow and the black. They were able to beat Leinster. They were able to beat the Sale Sharks. And now they have got another opportunity here to try and crown themselves as first time ever Champions Cup final winners. Who got the red as well? Says everyone. It was Levani Botia in the midfield. It was for a tackle. He ended up connecting with the head, with the shoulder. So it was a straight red for that. So yeah, down to 14. And then also the yellow card for the name that I can't really say, Reinhard Elstad as well was the man who ended up getting that yellow card. That man has got a chicken on his head in the crowd as well. And there is actually a decent crowd, and I believe they were both allowed to invite 1,000 people for this matchup. Come on to lose as well, says Jeffrey. So we've got a split fan base in the audience or in the chat so far in this live stream. But I will mention, if you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Leave a like on the live stream as well. It is hugely appreciated. And we are going to be doing a lot more rugby live streams in the future, including a lot of July tests, the likes of France versus Australia. Those are going to be some very good matchups as well. It's going to be the straight penalty now, or it's a free kick. So they are going to be taking the tap now. And it is going to be now in the hands of La Rochelle because of the fact that the ball came free. Dylan Lades finding a lot of space back there. It's out on the full. And because of it now, it is going to be going straight back. And it wasn't Dylan Lades, actually. It was Demeru, I believe is the name. Thank you, Process 7. No worries, mate. But at the moment now, who is going to be able to score the first try of this match? We're currently 35 minutes in, and no one's really looked too likely, other than maybe you'd say Rebel on that wing, or LaBelle, sorry, had a decent run earlier on. What live stream are you doing on Sunday? Says Jeffrey Fockard. Sunday. At the moment, it is Sunday morning here in New Zealand. I don't think I've got anything planned for later on today, if I'm not wrong. Probably sleeping till like 6 p.m. New Zealand time with the amount of live streams we've done back to back. It's going to be a tiring day, that is for sure. But now they are going for a bit of a drive here. Toulouse looking to make a few more meters. And they have been going backwards, so they're not really going anywhere. But now it looks like they are going to start to drive. It's come 3. And now it's going to be in the hands of the number 7 on the halfway line for La Rochelle. Toulouse are lightning quick on the breakdown. And that was a great counter ruck as well. But somehow La Rochelle have been able to keep that ball on their side. Now it's going to be Will Skelton fires it back now to the number 1. In this one, it is going to be, I've forgotten his name once again. It is Prizo, I believe, if I'm not wrong. Now it is going to be fired back from Barlow into the hands of EI West. Going for the high kick. It is going wide, going straight into the sun. Going to be an awkward one. And it was going to be able to take it. What a take that was. And they've got the advantage now because of the fact that he was taken out in the air. Dupont now using their back line very nicely in at the Mac. Going with the little kicker behind. He's been clattered there by Skelton, and he could be going to the bin as well. And now they are going time off, and Skelton could be off the field now for La Rochelle as well. We have got nobody who scored a try so far. It's certainly a different style than we have seen for Super Rugby. But in the end, it was, Doolin taking the man out in the air, which did cause a bit of a problem. And then from there, Skelton blocked the other man, and he absolutely nailed him, Will Skelton. So it is going to be interesting to see what happens here. So he doesn't move. So Intermac actually ended up diving down on the ground a little bit there. Everyone better game is the comment from the referee. He is hoping that we do get to see some nice clean rugby between these two sides in this matchup. At this stage now, we are going to get to see time back on. And it is going to be Intermac now with this ball. Are they going for the 3 points? Yes, they are. And it is just going to be 3 points after 3 points in this match by the looks of it. At this stage, who is going to be able to get that breakthrough for their side? That's a big question here. But at this stage, it seems like maybe as soon as one try comes, the rest are going to follow. Dupont having a chat with the man on the sideline there. Oh, I think he was getting a bit of a telling off there, Dupont. having a chat at the moment. Probably not too happy with what they have been seeing so far. Perhaps want to see a few more tries in this match. And we have got, I'm heading to sleep now, my man. Have a wonderful morning sleep. Well, my number one friend as well. Or sleep well, sorry. My number one friend said Jeffrey Falkert. You too, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in throughout the live streams today. It's hugely appreciated. Hope to see you in the future. Is this like the Curry Cup final 2020? What happened in the Curry Cup final? Was it just a whole heap of penalties? 3 points after 3 points. That one has gone over. And now the score is going to be 9-9 between these two sides. It is going to be a close finish, I have a feeling, in this match. But at this stage, we are just waiting to see what is going to be happening next. The man must have passed his HIA. The man in the number 13 jersey for Toulouse. That is Juan Cruz Amalia, I believe is the name. I've probably pronounced that wrong, mate. After 5 live streams on the bounce, you're allowed to forget a player's name. As well says Grant, yeah, it is tough, I'll be honest, when you have got back-to-back. And that's the other thing. I didn't actually get much of a chance to set up for this live stream. I kind of pretty much whipped up a thumbnail, hence why Cheslin Colby is a different picture than Victor Vito. And yeah, pretty much was writing in the description earlier on in the live stream as well. Jerome Kano taking that ball nicely there. Who is going to get the first try of this match? I am looking forward to seeing who it is going to be. But La Rochelle, if they can get the ball here inside of the 22 of Toulouse with the counter ruck, which they are about to. What a counter ruck that is. But they haven't quite been able to get it. And now it is going to be Dupont who is going to be kicking this one into touch, I would think. He has kicked it high. Is it going into touch? It's not going to find it. So now it is going to be in the hands of a fellow Frenchman, Doulin, who is trying to cut forward. Oh, what a tackle that is on Bryce Doulin there. Now it is going to be Kurt Barlow into the hands now of the number one, whose name's Prizo, I believe it is. I keep on forgetting it. But they have still got this ball now. La Rochelle driving forward. It's going to be Will Skelton trying to make a few more meters. My voice is almost given out at this stage. Now it's going to be Antonio running hard at the line of Toulouse. Stolen in the breakdown as well, but he has just ripped it away. And now it's going to be another 3 points, I have a feeling. I want to see a try in this one. Surely we're not having all of these games or all of this match just having 3 points after 3 points. Yes, they are building up some decent points now, but I want to see another try. Or I want to see a try in this match. I feel like I'm sounding too Southern Hemisphere-ish, but I have been enjoying this match so far, even though we haven't seen any tries yet. I feel like there is one just around the corner, hopefully. Yeah, bro, like the first try was scored in the 40 minutes, I think, said Sevu. So hopefully that is the same here, although I have a feeling more than likely they will decide to take on the 3 points here, and they will be finishing the half perhaps with the 3 point lead. But they are showing Antonio he is a dangerous man with ball in hand. And I have to say, yes, it is working at the moment for La Rochelle. They are staying right in this match. They are going to be leading this match if High West can get this one. But something that made them so great against Leinster, something that made them so great against the Sale Sharks is they were showing, or they were throwing caution to the wind. They were willing to take on the 7 pointers, and they were being rewarded. And I know you can't afford to not take points in a final, but I feel like I want to see them go for the corner because they've got that fullback, they've got Skelton, they've got Antonio. They have got all of these units of individuals in that fullback that could well and truly cause a dent in the Toulouse defense. But EI West kicks that one, and now the score going into halftime is going to be 12 to La Rochelle and 9 to Toulouse. So no tries yet in this one, but I'm hopeful that we do get to see one very soon. We have got halftime will be 12 to 9. It is indeed. So far, just the penalty kicks. Also a red card for Lavani Botia and a yellow card for it was Elstad. But they are talking at the moment to Botia. You can see how gutted he is. He wanted to be out there for his side, but now he has left him down to 14 men for the rest of this match. And it's going to be a big second half. Who can get the try? I feel like the first try of the second half is going to be who wins this game. Going to be exciting, that is for sure. At the moment, it is 4:40 a.m. here in New Zealand. So I'm hoping that we are going to get to see a last-minute try in this match to get me well and truly excited, well and truly hyped. Because if we do, I probably won't be able to sleep. To be fair, I'll be too excited about the rugby that we have witnessed. We've had so many games on today in New Zealand. We had Super Rugby Trans-Tasman 3 in a row. The Blues versus the Waratahs. Then it was the Chiefs versus the Brumbies, and also the Crusaders versus the Reds. Then we had the Rainbow Cup South Africa. We had the Bulls versus the Lions coming down to the last minute. And this one could be very similar as well. La Rochelle will be happy with that half as well, says Grant. Yeah, at this stage, they aren't behind in this match. They are 3 points ahead. But it's just whether or not they decide at some stage to go for that 7-pointer rather than the 3. I feel like that is the big moment in this game that we will see a shift in the mindset of La Rochelle. and it could be the mindset that does win them this championship. We will have to wait and see, of course. But yeah, La Rochelle being the underdogs at the start of this match, going into the second half 3 points up, they will be pretty happy with that one as well. But yeah, we are just waiting for the second half to get underway. I'm not too sure where I would find stats about this match so far, but I can tell you that La Rochelle, to get to this final, were able to beat Sale Sharks and also Leinster last round. That was a very impressive match for them. And then also it was Toulouse who were able to beat the Bordeaux Beagles, who, of course, from New Zealand, we know the likes of Ben Lamb and whatnot, but they were able to beat them there. And it's interesting because the match before that one, it was actually a match. I can't remember who they were playing, but they didn't actually score any tries, and neither did the opposition. And in this match for Toulouse, I think they may have only scored 1 or 2 against Bordeaux Beagles. So it will be interesting. This is also going to be a close game, says Sevu. And yeah, I feel like it's just become a bit of an afternoon for Northern Hemisphere and South African rugby to have close matches, and also for the New Zealand ones to just have runaways. And that is what we have seen. 3 of the 3 games for the New Zealand sides against Australia, they were able to all run away with those games. The likes of the Crusaders, 63 points to the 40. No, sorry, not the 40, to the 28 of the Reds was a very high-scoring matchup. And I feel like we're going to get to see a lot more high-scoring rugby in the future. But this is the last game of Champions Cup. I'm a little bit sad, to be honest, as well. We've had quite a few good matches throughout this Champions Cup. I remember doing my first La Rochelle match, and that was against the Sale Sharks. That seems like a long time ago, but they were able to win that match, move on to the quarterfinals, or the semi-finals, sorry, for the first time. They beat Leinster, were able to move on to the final for the first time. They are here. They are winning by 3 points, and it is going to be a very close finish. We have got, yeah, that's true, says Sevu. And I think one benefit for me, normally people, when that gets close to them being like completely tired, they end up just kind of going silent. But for me, it's the complete opposite. I just can't stop talking. And I think it is more of a mechanism to try and keep myself awake than anything. But at this stage, tell you what, we will do what we normally do in the chat for my other live streams. Let me know in the chat who is scoring the first try of the second half. If there is a try of the second half, that is, do let me know. Who do I think? I feel like I've got a little bit too much of a Kiwi influence. So I'm thinking maybe along the lines of, is Kurt Barlow around the side? Or maybe Will Skelton might have a decent chance of being able to score the first try, because he is a huge individual. And when he is only a couple meters short, he might be able to score it. But then for Toulouse, you've got the likes of, I feel like Cheslin Colby. They haven't really been able to find him. I don't think he's had ball in hand yet, Cheslin Colby. And when he does, there are fireworks, and he will be hoping to get another chance. But we have also got there, Intermac might be able to find a bit of a gap, or DuPont, the magician, as I think he is called, Raymond Rule, to score after halftime, is the guest for Grant Swartz as well. And yeah, that could be the case. Raymond Rule, very talented player on the wing for La Rochelle. And if he can, it would be a very impressive start to the second half for La Rochelle. 1 or 2 tries, and they could have this match won. Cheslin Colby from Sevu is the guest as well. But yeah, that's the thing. They are very talented when it comes to those wingers in this match. A lot of South African flair out on those wings. So they will be hoping that they will be able to use that to their advantage. I like checking the odds just to see how everyone is seeing the match going. And at this stage, La Rochelle, even though they are leading at halftime, are still paying double what Toulouse are to win this match. So it just shows you how much people are backing Toulouse to be able to score the first try of the second half and get right back into this match. And at this stage, they aren't too far away either. Yeah, it's going to be very exciting for sure for this match to get underway. And I am looking forward to it. Or the second half to get underway. Will Skelton will score from 1 meter as well, said Louis as well. And that's the thing. They got close. Antonio, I think it was driving forward, almost able to get over the line. But unfortunately for him, just ended up pulling up just that little bit short. And it did cost them a little bit there. But yeah, we are just waiting for the second half to get underway. And it is going to be a very exciting second half, I have a feeling. I feel like people in the second half, they are going to up it to 11 because they have to. This is the Champions Cup final. You want to be the first team to be able to score points on the board, because if you do, you got a very good chance of winning this match, that is for sure. But at this stage now, we are just waiting for the second half to get back underway. And I will be a very happy man when it does happen, of course. Yeah, nonetheless, hopefully it is very soon. But also, we need to look at the benches in this regard, because of the fact that they have got some very good men on those benches for both sides. I'm thinking about the replacements for La Rochelle. How early do they normally go to their props coming off the field? Do let me know. Will Skelton looks like he ate one of the Arnold twins as well. Do you think Antonio will be starting the second half is my big question, and how many minutes do you think they will give him if he does start? Be sure to let me know, because I feel like he is one that I almost want to say will be able to score a try from a couple meters out, but I'm not sure how long he will still have out on the field. Nonetheless, we are just waiting. I hate this moment of a game as well, is the fact that we don't get to see any more rugby for a little bit longer, but we are getting very close to the second half getting underway, and I am hoping it will be a very phenomenal one and a lot of tries. Tell you what, if we had about 3 or 4 tries in the second half, no one would be expecting it, that is for sure, which is why maybe that is what we would love to see, because, of course, the final, it can be unpredictable. Toulouse versus La Rochelle, looking like a close game. When was the last time these two sides played as well, is my big question, because they would have played in the top 14, I believe, if I'm not wrong. But at the moment, we must still be about 5 minutes away from the second half getting underway. And yeah, very exciting stuff, that is for sure. At the moment, we are sitting 4:45 a.m. here in New Zealand. So this game will be finishing at probably around 5:30. And then from there, I might look at making some food. Should I get some food maybe? Might be an option. Or maybe I'll just go straight to bed, because my brain will be well and truly scrambled by then. At this stage now, we are just waiting for the second half. And I'm always very, I guess not anxious, but I'm always very waiting. I just wait during these times. I don't know what else to talk about. I can't really bring up any stats on this match, I don't think, unfortunately. So at this stage, it is just filling in time before the second half gets underway. But so far, I will mention that there are no tries that have been scored in this match. 1 red card for La Rochelle. That was for Lavani Bortia. And then it was also Toulouse who had a yellow card. And that was Reinhard Estad. And he will be going off the field, or he will be coming back on the field, in maybe about 2 or 3 minutes' time into the second half. But we are just waiting to see if there is going to be 1 try in this match, and whether or not it is going to be the one that wins aside this Champions Cup final. And I feel like it's very strategic rugby at the moment between the two sides. They are both knowing exactly what they're going to have to do to get that finals win. But we are just waiting to see whether or not both of them will be able to play to their strengths, I guess you could say. Because La Rochelle, they are known for those huge forwards, the passion as well. Toulouse, they've got the quick wingers, and also a very good, classy number 9 and number 10 in Intermac, and also Dupont. At this stage now, they are actually showing, I've seen these highlights about 10 times, and that is the England versus France highlights from the Six Nations. They love to show them in between the games. And I think, actually, if I'm not wrong, do England win this game? I think they do, which seems interesting to show a game that France lost at the La Rochelle versus Toulouse final, an all-French final for the first time since 2000 and about 15, I think it was. We have got C. Davis has said 8 head to 12 shoulder, duck for cover, because red card, a bad call by bias ref as well. Yeah, it was one of those situations that I think he didn't really, I don't think they wanted to give it, but it was the situation of, unfortunately, the way that the rule book is written, it was a tough one, because in the end he was ducking down like you mentioned. And it is very unfortunate that is how it happened. And you could see how much it meant to Lavani Bortio when he did get sent off the field. You could see how devastated he was. He wanted to be out there for his side throughout this match, and they were going to need 15 against this Toulouse lineup, and we will have to wait and see whether or not it will be costly later on in this match. But yeah, at the moment, I will have a quick look as well. I love checking all of the statistics. So we will go onto a channel thingamabob, and we will see if we are still sitting on the same amount of likes at the start. I can't actually remember what we were sitting on, though. So I might have to have a quick look in that regard. But if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like on this live stream. I will have a quick look now and see whereabouts we are sitting in terms of the likes. We are sitting on, I'm expecting maybe around 4, maybe, but we'll have to wait and see. We're sitting on 6, so we have actually gone above that. So thank you all very much for that. It is very much appreciated. And if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you are new, we are going to be doing plenty more games of rugby in the future. I think we're getting close to the second half of this game of rugby, which is going to be a very hopefully exciting one with a whole heap of tries and a whole heap of everything. We want to see tries. We want to see also some very decent cross kicks and whatnot. I do enjoy a few cross kicks, and we have actually seen in the past Ehire West, he loves to nail a cross kick out to the likes of Dylan Lates or Raymond Rule as well. So now we are going to wait and see. But at this stage, we have had a couple guesses in terms of who is going to be scoring the first try of the second half. Jesselyn Colby was one, Raymond Rule as well, and Will Skelton. Those are the three predictions. Anyone else who does have a prediction, be sure to let it be known in the chat as well while we are waiting to see it take place. Right. I think with this last little ad, I think we're getting very close to kickoff, and it's actually got a little bit of dramatic music as well, which does make it even that much more exciting. No, it is darts. We have got a darts ad at the moment. I thought we were getting into the stage of maybe being right back into this match, but we're getting close. La Rochelle at the moment sitting in the lead, 12 points to 9. It's going to be a close finish because of the fact that at this stage, La Rochelle, even though they are leading this match, they are still the underdogs. EBC Rugby has some stats as well, says Grant. I might have a quick look at that as well. We'll bring that up. EPC Rugby. We will have a quick look to see what we can find out about this first half. And they do indeed by the looks of it. I will have a quick look through and let you guys know some of the stats from the first half of this match. Right, we are on the match page. We have also got in there, whereabouts would I find these stats? Is it statistics maybe? If I'm not wrong, tournament statistics. Oh no, that is the whole tournament, I believe. If I'm not wrong. Yeah, it is for everyone's carries and whatnot. Live reporting, live images. Is it live images? No, not too sure. I feel like I am not able to find what I am supposed to be looking for at this stage, but they have got this game. Am I able to click on that? I think I am going to be able to find it here. Possibly statistics. There we go. Right. I'm going to read you guys out some statistics of this match. Position at the moment, 56% for La Rochelle, 44% for Toulouse. Territory, 66% for La Rochelle, and 34% for Toulouse. Defenders beaten at the moment. Toulouse have beaten more with 10, and also turnovers conceded 10-5 of La Rochelle, but they've had more carries, La Rochelle, and they have had 3 offloads, 2 clean breaks for Toulouse, so it is almost only a matter of time until Toulouse can break 365 tackles that they have been able to make in that first half, Toulouse, and also 43 for it was La Rochelle. So at the moment, it is just the case of penalties conceded, 7 against Toulouse and also 6 against La Rochelle. So it's one of those situations that maybe the penalty count might be getting up a little bit too high for the refs liking, but we are at Twickingham Stadium here. It's looking like a lovely evening. It seems to be going from looking like it is going to absolutely pour down to being a very nice night. And at this stage, or very nice day, I guess I should say, over there, it will be just heading into the early evening. And it looks like well and truly a beautiful day to have a game of rugby on La Rochelle. They will be looking into the sun. Now, Dylan Lades, he seems to have a little bit of trouble looking into the sun. We did see that in the match against Leinster, but Raymond Rule, they are showing that was the prediction from someone in the chat of who was going to be able to score the first try of the second half. We will have to wait and see as well. Will Skelton now making his way out there. And the big question as well, when is the time to make your subs? I feel like because of the fact we haven't seen too many of the forwards hitting the ball up, perhaps they can last a little bit longer than they maybe anticipated in this match. The likes of Will Skelton, I feel like you've got to almost keep him out there for the 80, for his size and just the power that that man possesses. Definitely with the fact that you are down to 14 men, and that is La Rochelle losing. It was Bortier who did end up, who did get red card. We also got Thibault. Hopefully I've pronounced that Thibault. Hopefully I have got that somewhere right. Can we watch the match on this live? Unfortunately, due to copyright, I'm unable to show any match footage or audio, but I am only allowed to tell you guys about what is happening in the match, which is now that it has been kicked off, but I am sorry about that. I wish I could show it, but Jerome Kano now has been tackled inside of the 22 there. And now it is going to be far back from Dupont, looking for a bit of a backline movement into back, and straight away it looks like they are trying to create a bit of an angle. Straight over the ball, though, was La Rochelle, but they weren't quite able to get that one. Now it is going to be Dupont, who is going to be looking to put this ball high into the sky, possibly look for touch as well. And he has kicked that one into touch there, Dupont, to clear the lines of Toulouse. And now it is going to be a line out for La Rochelle, about 30 metres out as well. But yeah, at this stage, more position going to La Rochelle, more territory as well, but the line breaks and whatnot going in the favour of Toulouse. So it will be interesting to see whether or not they can use that to their advantage. They are showing the man in the number 2 jersey. I struggle to say his name every time, but I believe it is Bergeret. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that somewhere near right. But he has got this line out throw 40 metres out from Toulouse's line now. Or from the Toulouse line, I guess I should say, or else it sounds like I'm saying losers. But now that might not be the case because they are a strong side here. Toulouse, now they are driving forward here. Looking like they're making quite a few meters here. La Rochelle trying to work their way up the field. It's looking good as well for them. They are still going. They are almost on the 22 now. La Rochelle still hanging on at the back. Victor Vito joining that ruck as well. Now he has broken off the back there, the number 2. And he has been wrestled to the ground inside of the 22 of the Toulouse side. And now it's going to be Aldred. Oh, what happened there? Aldred kind of ended up feeling that one big time in the ribs, I think it was. And he had an almighty groan when he did end up. Oh, it's a penalty though. 2, I believe it is La Rochelle. Yes, it is. But he had a massive groan when he did end up in contact there, Aldred. Not sure what happened, but you could hear just a giant moan. And I think it's something to do with his face. Maybe he broke an orbital or something along those lines. But yeah, the sound that he made when he had contact, it was ugly. We will listen to it here. Oh, almost got the shoulder to the head of the number 12. And it was in the end, that would be Peter Aki, who ended up maybe hitting him up high. But yeah, the groan was an ugly one. He went, oh, oh, shoulder to the head maybe. So I don't think it's not going to be a red card, but it could be a yellow here. And that would mean Toulouse will be down to 13 men for a little bit of time. And from there, I feel like La Rochelle, if you're down to 13 men against you, you've got to go for the corner. Looked like a shoulder as well, says Grant. It was riding up. Wasn't quite as high as the one from Portia, but it was still high. So possibly with the rule book the way it is, he's leading with the shoulder, and it's going to be direct contact with the neck kind of thing. So it's an awkward one, and the referees are going to have a massive decision to make now. And they are saying it is super close, so they are trying to decide whether or not Aki is going to get to stay. Okay, so the comment was, I don't speak French, but I believe it was, it hit the shoulders and rode up. And then the French captain for La Rochelle was going this, and the ref was going this. So it rode up. So that is why they are only being penalised rather than a yellow card. But now it is going to be Ehio West who is going to be kicking this one for the post once again for La Rochelle. And this will give them a 6-point lead in this match. At the moment, 4 from 5 for Ehio West, 31 metres out. And should be slotting this one over. That is for sure. But at this stage, will be interesting. La Rochelle, I wonder whether or not they lead into favourites now with the fact that they have been able to get that 3 points if he does convert it, or whether or not Toulouse are still the favourite. Is there going to be a try in this match? I want there to be. I feel like you guys also probably want there to be a try at this stage, but both sides just given away too many penalties. So we haven't really got a chance. Anytime there has been a penalty inside of the half, they are taking the 3 points, which is strategic. It is smart for them. And Ehio West, though, has managed to hit the post there. And because of it now, it doesn't mean an extra 3 points, which means now maybe every time I see a missed kick, I think back to the fact that maybe I would have loved to see them go for the corner there. La Rochelle, the supporters aren't too happy. He's going, you've got the whole post and you hit it, that side of it. I think that man in the crowd was saying, of course, he was being a bit harsh maybe. Ehio West currently 4 from 6 in this match. And Toulouse have kicked that one off. That's going to be taken nicely by Aldred. Now it's going to be Doolan firing this one back with the high kick. Is chasing it nice and hard here. Doolan lining it up, almost taking it. It's a knock-on advantage. Now it's going to be taken nicely by Bigaret, who is wrestled down to the ground by the Toulouse player. They've got the knock-on advantage at the moment for La Rochelle. Are they going to be able to find a gap? That's a big question. It is on the halfway line now, I believe. And it looks like Kurbalo is going to be firing back on the inside to Will Skelton now trying to drive forward. And now it is straight back. Kurbalo goes to Ehio West. Has kicked it high. That is going to be advantage over. It's going to be an awkward one to take. And he has taken it beautifully there. The number 15, which in this one is, would be Medrad. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Medard, maybe. I'm not too sure. But yeah, at this stage, La Rochelle leading by 3 points with 36 minutes left in this match. We have also got in there said La Rochelle from Doolan. And tell you what, that is going to be Anthony Dupont cross kick. And it's going to be bouncing up for Cheslin Colby. And he is going to, or did he get it down? Or was he in touch there? If he did get it down there, Toulouse may have just taken the lead. And that was that man, Cheslin Colby. I said he hadn't touched the ball all day up until this point. And Cheslin Colby may have just scored it. Whether or not they have a ward of it, maybe Cheslin Colby was just able to score it. He dove in the air Did his foot get put in touch? It's going to be close. He needs to somehow find his foot off the ground. That is in touch. It is going to be a no try. Great defense there from Dylan Lades on his fellow South African, denying Cheslin Colby the cross-field try to get the ball down. Very nicely, Cheslin Colby, but that foot is in touch. What a tackle from Dylan Lades there to keep La Rochelle right in this match now. It is a no try. And Cheslin Colby there just a little bit too close to the touchline, the Toulouse referee, not the referee, they're looking a little bit nervous, and now it is going to be in the hands of La Rochelle, taking that line out quickly, or whatever it was. I think it was maybe a line out. Yeah, Doolin almost charged down by Dupont. That one has gone high. It's not going to find the touchline, or is it? Cheslin Colby very close. Now he is going to be starting to run at the line once again. Yeah, he is going to decide that he wants to try and get that try that he just got denied. But they are sitting on the 22 at the moment. It's going to be Dupont. Goes back now into the hands of Intermac, firing it wide. Now they've got men on the outside here. He is trying to go through the gap. Arki has done a little offload as well. Dylan Lade straight over the ball though. And it is going to be going back now because of the fact that it is going to be, I believe, yeah, it is going to be going back. And it is going to be the penalty to Toulouse at this stage. Offside from the kick is the call. I believe it is. So that was what the advantage was. So at this stage, it was the man on number 13, jersey, Dumaru, who was penalised there. But now Intermac are the... Yes, they have. And now with this one going over, Toulouse are going to be back to an even playing field. I thought Cheslin Colby had that try a little bit earlier on, but now they are going to be taking on the 3 points once again. And these two sides are just going pound for pound. What happens if it's a draw is my big question. Does anyone know if it does end in a such as a maybe 18-18 draw? Where do we go from there? Do we have extra time? What would be the go, and what is the protocol in this Champions Cup? Do let me know. Also, if you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. On the road to 3,000 subscribers at the moment. So if you want to help us out, please do. It is very much appreciated. Now in this match, Intermac able to convert, and now the score is going to be 12 to La Rochelle and 12 to Toulouse. Who is going to score this first try? That is my big question. La Rochelle here, looking like maybe they regret those couple missed kicks. Sorry, hey, sorry, bro. Hey, bro, sorry. My Wi-Fi, I cut out there. No worries, mate. I feel like my Wi-Fi has been a little bit up and down throughout this whole live stream, possibly as well for you guys. So hopefully it does stick around by the end. Of course, I have done 5 back-to-back live streams, which probably does use up quite a bit of the internet, but now it's going to be taken by Jerome Kano, who was running hard at a fellow Kiwi. No, he wasn't. He ran at the number 2 there. Now Raymond Rowe is stuck in that breakdown. And now they have been told to use it there. It's going to be Dupont. Goes back into the hands. Now inside ball. He wasn't expecting it though. And it is going to be now the scrum for La Rochelle. And unfortunately, a little bit of a miscommunication between two of the forwards there for Toulouse. He wasn't really expecting it. And it looks like there's a little bit of almost an argument breaking out. So what did I miss? At this stage, just a couple more penalties. Penalty shootout starting with the front row for a draw, says Grant. Is that actually a thing? Penalty shootout starting with the front row? Surely not. But if it is, I mean, fair play. Those props, I assume front row is in your meaning props. So the likes of the props would get to see the likes of, oh no, they would be off the field. I was going to say Famawina and whatnot, deciding that they wanted to have a go. But now it is going to be a scrum feed for La Rochelle about 20 metres out. They need to win this penalty or at least get an advantage here with a backline movement in mind, firing wide. Perhaps the Raymond Rule out on that wing to be able to score the try. But now it is going to be put in there by Kerr Barlow. Getting fired back to the back of the scrum now. And now it is going to be in the hands of Kerr Barlow. Going to the short side. EI West now. Stepping back on the inside tackle in the end by Dupont. Now it is going to be in the hands of EI West once again. Oh, sorry, that was Kerr Barlow driving forward. They are protecting this very nicely here, La Rochelle. And it is going to be in the hands of Will Skelton driving forward, making a couple more meters for his side. Now it is going to be in the hands of the number 2, Dumarat. I can't think of his name at the moment, but they are very close to the line, extremely close now. Only a couple meters out. It's going to be Gregory Aldrit now into the hands of, I'm not sure who that was, but whoever it was got crushed by Victor Vito over the top. Has he got the ball? No, he's dropped it. It has been fumbled out. And now we are in the situation of an attack from Arki. He is trying to pass it off, and now it is going to be going back now for that scrum. No advantage. Knocked on the goal line is the call. It's a bit close, that is for sure. I want a penalty shootout to be a thing as well, says Grant Moreau. In South Africa, there was a forward player that made a drop goal. In the end, he was so close there, the number 2 for La Rochelle. Pierre Bouguerit, I believe, is the name, but now they have got the scrum feed to lose 5 meters out from their own line. So from here, it is an interesting situation. Kurbalo down as well, going around the side of that ruck, getting hit hard in that tackle. And at the moment, 49 minutes gone. Is there going to be a try in the Champions Cup final between these two sides? That is what we are waiting to see. But Kurbalo just getting tested at the moment for the neck, which is never a good injury to have. At the moment, Toulouse, they are going to be almost in their own goal here. So at this stage, you would think from here, they would decide to kick this ball away if they do win it. But I don't know what's going to happen in this match. To be honest, I was expecting a try in maybe around the 30th minute, and we haven't had that. So now it is the case of maybe it's just going to be 3 points after 3 points. I feel like the crowd who have turned up at Twickingham for this one, they want to see perhaps a try or two. And that is a black eye and a half for one of the Toulouse forwards at the moment. But now they have got a battle. It is going to be scrum time for Toulouse. They are showing the bench of La Rochelle, or they are showing the crowd with La Rochelle as their supporters, as their team, I should say. Tell you what, that was a shocking sentence. But they are still well and truly back in their side here. They have got hope. And they are hoping that they will be able to get the win in this Champions Cup final for the first time ever for La Rochelle. They made it to the semi-final for the first time. They made it into the final for the first time as well. And now they are here, and they are hoping to become champions. We have also got, I'm thinking the full-time score will be 17-19 or 26-19. As I said, 7 for anyone La Rochelle will take at the end, or take it at the end, says Liberty, as they are more versatile. Yeah, I like the look of their four-pack. The way that they finished that match against Leinster was incredibly impressive. They just fought for it, and they just kept on making meters. And those forwards, the likes of Skelton, Victor Vito, like those guys can drive over if they get the opportunity. But if they don't get that opportunity, perhaps it will be a very close finish indeed. And it's going to be the scrum now. Now it is going to be the big push from La Rochelle, and it is a big push indeed. This one has popped out the side. Dupont has been wrestled to the ground, but it is going to be the penalty now for the front row, kind of wheeling around a little bit. So because of it now, it is going to be the penalty to Toulouse, and that is good news. Kurbalo down once again, and he was already down last time. He is down once again now, and his neck looking like it's giving him a little bit of strife at the moment. We have also got a whole heap of people watching, so thank you all very much for being here for this match, for the Champions Cup final, second half, or scrum penalty, 2 against La Rochelle, 1 against Toulouse at this stage. And that one has been kicked into touch, so Toulouse now have got a good opportunity, almost scoring that cross kick from Cheslin Colby. Toulouse made a comeback against the team in the quarterfinal as well, says Sevu. And did they score any tries in that regard? Because I know there were a couple matches of the semi-final, or the quarterfinal, sorry, that didn't actually have any tries. I think one of them was Bordeaux's game, if I'm not wrong, and also maybe the Toulouse game. Were they playing Toulon, if I'm not wrong? Could be wrong, though. I said though twice. But now it is going to be the line-out throw. That one wasn't too straight, but it has been it's allowed. But now it's going to be Dupont getting driven backwards there. Now it is going to be around the side. Antonio trying to fend off, or he was fended off, I should say. Now it is going to be the number 2 once again, round this side for Toulouse. Can they get a backline movement going here for them? Farmer Weiner now having a carry. And it was the number 2 for La Rochelle. Thinking there was a knock on there. It's going to be Intermac tackled hard in the tackle. Dumaru makes the tackle on him. Now it is going to be Anthony Dupont making a few extra meters. Now it's going around the side. It's going to the short side. Dupont, little kick him behind there. From the number 15 is going to sit up nicely for him. What a tackle that is, though. Little offload and Holden is back there. I believe they are going to have a stoppage in play to see what happened there. Huge kick from Muttered Chops as well, says Grant. I believe his name is, I feel like I still don't actually know his name. Is it Madrad, if I'm not wrong? I feel like I'm knowing him as Mutton Chops now as well, but it was a very good kick. Bouncing up nicely. Then from there, he was tackled. Then Raymond Rule tried to jump over the top to try and help out. Went through the legs of Doolin there. And then from there, it was the number 11 Level who was going to get that ball. And then from there, Raymond Rule trying to jump over the top to stop anyone else from having a chance of that ball. And it did go into touch. So they are just questioning who it came off in this situation to know who they give the line out to. At this stage, it's looking like it is going to possibly be, I feel like they need another angle here to see if it did hit Doolin in that situation. Okay, it's come off the backside of the La Rochelle player, so it is going to be a Toulouse line out now from only a few meters out. Good opportunity for them. Another try save of Rowan Lades. Yeah, it was very nicely done from him indeed. And at the moment, he is playing on another level, Dylan Lades, when it comes to the defensive game. And he's going to have to keep that up throughout the rest of this match if La Rochelle want a chance. Because at the moment, 12-all is just a little bit too close for either of these sides like him. And now it is going to be the throw. No, it is La Rochelle's throw that they are going to be giving it to. But Dylan Lades is coming off for possibly an HIA. By the looks of it, the way he is getting taken off the field there. So, but replacing him, it is going to be Thomas Ramos. No, it's not. Sorry, that is the wrong side. I believe it is going to be Plisson, maybe. Hopefully I'll pronounce that correctly. But they are thinking maybe it came off the La Rochelle player, or maybe the Toulouse player. Is very close to know who it came off in the end. I think it clipped the heel. That yawn caught me out of nowhere. That's gone to the back there, and it is in the hands now of Dumaru. But at the moment, it is currently 5:11 a.m. here in New Zealand. We have been putting almost an all-nighter in to watch all of these games. If you haven't already, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel as well. Sorry to lose. They to come back in the round of 16 as well, says Sevu. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who is going to be able to get that final moment in this match that does give them the win. Because at this stage, it doesn't look like we're going to have any tries in this one. And, yeah, whoever gets it will be a hero for their side. That is for sure. Is it going to be Cheslin Colby out on that wing? Is it going to be Dupont with that experience? Maybe Victor Vito off the back of the scrum for La Rochelle if they get the chance over the back now. It's going to be Toulouse now with a very good opportunity. It is going to be Levels now, who is trying to drive forward. Now it is going to be Dupont once again. Goes into the hands of the number one, making a few extra meters, but tackled in the end by one of the forwards for La Rochelle. Around the side was Dupont. He got nailed in that tackle as well. Now it is going to be the number one once again. In this one, it is Cyril Bailly. I believe he is offloaded it backwards. Now it is going to be into Mac. Who is he going to? They haven't gone to Cheslin Colby other than a cross kick, and it almost worked. So perhaps you've got to try that again. Jerome Kano now round the side is tackled up by the number 4, which in this one is Romain Sassy, the captain, I believe it is. And they are saying it was the chest. Now it is going to be the number 15 once again, trying to make a few extra meters for his side. Straight over the ball, almost upon now. Into the hands of the number 6. They are driving forward here, La Rochelle. Toulouse. Now the ref is almost in the way, but they have still got this ball. It's going to be Rory Arnold. And in that ball up. Still in the hand, Dupont now. Selling the dummy, Dupont. And he's making a few extra meters as well. Straight in there with Skelton almost. Now it is going to be the number 7 driving forward. And at this stage, Toulouse, if they can keep this up, they are going to be able to score very soon. It is going to be the number 6 now going short. It is Cyril Bailly breaking a tackle there. Cyril Bailly still going. Cyril Bailly. But somehow they have been able to hold him up, and that is going to be a penalty. Is it? No. It has been released, so they have still got this ball. Who is going to be wanting this one? It looks like Rory Arnold is going to be taking it on. He is going to be over, is he? No. It is going to be an advantage. They are very close to the line there to lose. Were they able to get over Law? As said, watch out for the cross kick. And to Colby as well, says Grant. And we have also got there, La Rochelle looks like they are going to win because I wanted to watch a few highlights, see that they are not a good team. They are a very, very good team as well, says Sevu. And that's one thing about those semi-final games and whatnot. They played that aggressive game of going for the corner. They are checking to see if this is offside. This could be another La Rochelle player off the field now, depending on how it goes. We have got Alec Toulouse on Y Crute. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. But I assume that is along the lines of go Toulouse at this stage. And into Mac now, they are going to be checking upstairs. On-field decision is no try. I feel like from here, though, Toulouse, they need to try and take the quick tap or something. They need to be able to get a try in this match. A try could secure the win. We have seen they've been going back and forth with the 3 points, but a full try, full 7, could be the difference. Now they are checking this to see if Rory Arnold was able to possibly get over the line here. He doesn't look too confident, Rory Arnold, overall. He did go around this side. He's close to the line. Who has got that one? It's an advantage to them at least. I feel like there needs to be clear, conclusive evidence that he was able to get over. We have got Google Translate. That's for me. That for me as well, says Sevu. I mean, at the moment, we are watching the TMO, so I might not quite get the chance. Unfortunately, sorry, mate. We will possibly have a look at it a little bit later on. But Rory Arnold, does he get over the line? They got nothing clear. So it is the situation of maybe it's going to be a no try here for that one. And it would mean now that might be across the line for Rory Arnold. I don't know whether they're going to be able to say that it's clear and conclusive, though. This close to the line. They need the other angle, but I don't think they're going to be able to have it. Tell you what, Super Rugby AU in the match that we did see between the Crusaders and the Reds, they had all kinds of fancy angles from way up above. So maybe that is what they would have loved to have in this match as well. But it has gone down there. Rory Arnold rolls over, and he does end up putting the ball right there. Is it on the line, though? That is the big question. I think it's close. It's extremely close. Is the line behind or in front of the ball there? They are going to be looking at this many times. I'm looking at it. It's hard to tell. Where is the line? It looks very close. And I feel like either way, it's going to be a very hard decision for the referees to make. Okay, not compelling evidence. It is a no try at this stage. But it is now going to be a 5-metre scrum for... Oh, no, they've got the penalty, actually. So now, I mean, they've got the opportunity to make it 3 more points on the board. What are they going to do? Do they take the 3? I feel like they will in this situation. Or do they? And Demac is going to go for the corner by the looks of it. Yes, they are. And I am very impressed with that factor. Now it is going to be the number 20 coming on the field for La Rochelle. Who is he replacing? That is the big question. Who is it coming off? It is going to be Victor Vito making his way off the field. Hasn't had the best game so far, Victor Vito, unfortunately for him. Got a bit of a limp as well. Hasn't been that busy. And Jerome Kano also making way for these other players. And we have got, also can't see if that's crossed the line as well, says Grant. And look at that. Jerome Kano and Victor Vito walking off together. The two Kiwis. And now Dylan Colby out on that wing. He will be calling for this ball, I would think. But the rolling maul probably well and truly on for the Toulouse side. But they have decided now their mindset has changed. They have gone, we need a try. And we need one very soon. And they are going to be driving for Will Skelton, though. Straight through the middle. He is causing a bit of a nuisance there. And because of it, he has been able to drag them all down. They have still got this ball. Are they going to use that back line? They're going to go to the short side now. It is going to be Cyril Bay now trying to fend off a few men. He's a hard man to put down. That man now, it is going to be Dupont, who is going to be going back now into the hands of Rory Arnold, I believe it is. Once again, having another carry. Dupont now into the hands of the number 12. Throwing it back now into Mac. One more. They've got Dylan Colby on the outside. They've put him under pressure, Dylan Colby. And he is going to be very close to the line, and he is in touch. So, once again, very good defense from La Rochelle. Timo says no try as well. Says Sevu. And it is going to be Dylan Colby now having a bit of a push and a shove. And now they are going to have a bit of a push and a shove as well. And there is a little bit of tension out there on the field. Dylan Colby not too happy with the number 2 of the La Rochelle side. He is well and truly fired up. That is going to be Pierre Bourgaret, I believe is how you pronounce it. He has been busy throughout this match, and I'm not liking that much because of the fact I can never pronounce his name, unfortunately for him. And now it is going to be the line out. Toulouse have got the opportunity to try and steal this one 5 meters out from La Rochelle's line, but they are going to have to get this one right. He's gone right to the back now. Going to be claimed. No, it's not. It's a knock on. And now it is going to be in this situation. Oh, okay. La Rochelle have been rescued, they have said, because of the fact that there was a penalty for offside, I believe, is the call. So they have been extremely lucky there because they ended up knocking that ball on only a few meters out from their line there. And at this stage now, they are down to 45 meters down the field. So in the end, it was the fact that he wasn't completely back, I believe, was the call. And it was a lifesaver in a way and a game saver for La Rochelle as it was put down there. Now it's going to be Rory Arnold. They are shown on screen. Is he going to be able to score himself a try in this match? We will have to wait and see. But it is going to be the line out now for Toulouse. And they have been able to claim that one. Now it's going to be Dupont into the hands now of Arki. Goes back into the hands of Chitlin Colby. Now a little kick in behind. Looking for a bit of space. And it is going to be a bouncing one for Raymond Rule. But he is taking it nicely. Kick that one downfield. Is it going into touch on the full? Yes, it is. And it's going to be going all the way back to the 22 of La Rochelle now. And now they're in the predicament of they are under pressure against this side. DMO says no try as well, says Sivu. And at this stage, Toulouse are becoming more and more of the favourite, I am learning. I was just checking the odds and whatnot to see whether or not they have changed too much. And at this stage, Toulouse are in a very dominant position on the field. And they have got a very decent chance of being able to turn this into something at the moment. Just outside of the 22, it is going to be the number 2 for them who is going to be throwing this one in. And he has had the straight throw there, which is Malvaka, I believe is the saying, or the name I should say. My Wi-Fi keeps cutting out. I think mine is doing it a little bit too, mate, so it may not just be your end for you there. But now it is going to be Dupont with the ball in hand. They aren't going anywhere now. It's going to be Dupont Going out into the hands of Aki now. Trying to step on the inside, Aki. But he has been tackled in the end. Dragging him down. No, it was actually Dumaru, I believe it was, who made that tackle. Aldred helping out with that one straight over the ball. Has gone forward a little bit now. It is going to be in the hands of once again Cyril Bailly, who's trying to make a few extra meters for his side. Dupont now firing it out into Mac. Got a little bit of an overlap going, but it has been kicked in behind. And it is going back now for the penalty to La Rochelle as well. An unlucky rule, says Grant Swartz. And yeah, at this stage, Dylan Lace looks like he is going to be returning to the field. We've only got 23 minutes left in this match. Who is going to be able to get the win in this one at the moment if it stays the way it is? I know someone was mentioning the penalty shootout type arrangement, but I think they go to extra time, wouldn't they? If I'm not wrong, which is going to be an interesting situation for sure. Surely there's going to be some drop goal attempts. There's going to be some kicking for the corner that will be happening very soon. But that's the thing. Toulouse, they decided to go for the corner and didn't get the points earlier on. And I was saying that I do want to see teams going for the corner, but maybe they could have taken on the 3 points there and had a decent chance of being able to extend the lead. They've gone to the front there with Arnold. Now it is going to be fired out the back line. A very good back line indeed. And now it's going to be Aki now driving at the line once again. Now it is going to be Anthony Dupont. Goes back now. Quick hands into Mac. Now into the hands of the number 13. He's got Colby on the outside. Doesn't quite find him though. And now they are going to be 40 meters out now to lose Dupont into the hands now of Rory Arnold. Trying to drive forward. Aldred straight over the ball though. Not quite able to get it. Now it's going to be into Mac once again. Now it's going to be Cyril Bay. Now it's Charlie Famawina, who is having a bit of a hit up of the ball. I will read the chat in a short moment now. It's going to be in the hands of Intermac. Fires it out now. They've got men on the outside. It's going to be inside ball though. And it's going to be to the man in the number 13 jersey. And it is going to be the try to Toulouse. And they have scored their first try of this match now. And we have got a silly little chip over the top from Intermac as well. But now it is the first try of this match. And it is Toulouse who were able to score it. It is the man in the number 13 jersey, I believe it was. If I'm not wrong, yes, it was. And that is the man known as Juan Cruz Malia. And from there was Intermac. Lovely pass there. Out into the hands of the number 21. Went on the inside. And from there, they weren't quite able to catch him. He had Cheslin Colby on the outside. Anthony Dupont on the inside. Dangerous from Toulouse there. Yes, says Sevu. And I'm wondering now whether or not they will look more strategically at possibly, will they go for 3 points from here if they do get an opportunity? Or do they keep on going, pouring on the pressure, try and extend this lead very nicely? But it was Juan Cruz Malia who was able to score that try. And now La Rochelle going to be 5 points behind try time as well, says Grant. And also, they have got an easy kick to come for Intermac as well. But what a moment for that man, Juan Cruz Malia, scoring the first try, possibly the only try of this final. Now it is going to be Intermac who is going to be kicking this one. I actually have a kicking tee almost similar to that one, although I don't kick them as nicely as Intermac, who is sitting 4 from 4 at the moment tonight, or this afternoon, I guess, depending on what part of the world you are watching from. But now he is going to be lining this one up. Intermac taking the deep breaths. This one is an important kick for them, and they need to make sure that it does go over. Intermac there, striking it nicely straight down the middle. Cool, calm, and collected. And now the score is going to be Toulouse 19. And now La Rochelle sitting on 12. So La Rochelle, they need to answer back very soon, probably before the 70th minute. We'll give them 10 minutes. And that is how long they will have to go. And in the end, Cheslin Colby wanted that ball on the outside. Doolin lured too far into Cheslin Colby there because of the fact that he is an extremely dangerous player. And you got to mark up hard. Are you supporting Toulouse as well? Says Sevu. And I think he is in this situation, maybe, if I'm not wrong, because of the fact that he did say about the silly little chip. And I assume Toulouse has to start going for 3 points when on offer, says Grant. And yeah, I guess it is just about that extending of the lead that is going to be taken nicely there. And now Raymond Rule trying to make that tackle on him. And he is trying to get that ball straight back. Raymond Rule for his side, not quite able to though. And that's the thing. Are La Rochelle going to be the next side to score a try? Because if Toulouse can get one more, they will win this match. It is going to be Lades off the field now. That is for Retry, who is making his way onto the field. Dupont almost charged down for his kick. That is a big kick. It isn't going to find touch though. It's taken nicely by Doolin on the halfway line, who is now all running into a wall. Little offload there to Vita Kurbalo. Now a little chip in behind there, going for the cross kick. It's going to be going in the hands. Yes, it is. What a take that is from the big man. He's dislocated his shoulder though in the process by the looks of it. And unfortunately, just that little knock on. Boy, he did well there in the air, but he is not looking in a great way at the moment. At this stage, they are saying maybe he got taken out in the air. No, Sebo, I'm completely neutral as well, says Grant. He ends up getting... Yeah, the shoulder not looking good there. Oh, I think he breaks his wrist, does he? The number 21 for La Rochelle, which in this one is Paul Bundehet. I'm not sure whether that's how you pronounce it, though. But it is going to be the knock on. And now it is going to be the scrum feed of Toulouse as well. Currently sitting 18 minutes left in this one. He is still down on the ground. So I guess this will be a good time to look at a few stats for this matchup while we are at it and see what the information that we have got on the board is at the moment. 106 tackles for La Rochelle compared to the 88 of Toulouse. And at this stage, the missed tackles have ramped up to 24 missed tackles for La Rochelle. And unfortunately, that number seems to just keep on getting bigger at this stage. Defenders beaten 23 for Toulouse, 8 for La Rochelle. Offloads 7 for that was Toulouse and 3 for La Rochelle. Turnovers conceded 14 for Toulouse, and at the moment now they have taken back the possession and the territory stats, and it doesn't look like he is in a flash way at the moment. And penalties conceded 9 against Toulouse. They are going to be stretching this man off. It is very unfortunate to be going off the field in a final, definitely in the matter that he is. He was the replacement, number 21 as well. So I believe, if I'm not wrong, maybe that means that Victor Vito might be making his way back out onto the field. Maybe? Is it going to be Victor Vito who gets his chance to go back out onto the field for La Rochelle? But at the moment, Aldrit is fired up. No, it is going to be the number 19 who is going to make his way out there, which is Thomas Levant, I believe, if I'm not wrong. Which is interesting because I feel like maybe that guy who came on was actually a loose forward. So luckily, they have got a little bit of cover in that regard. But he is going to be stretched off the field. This is going to take up a little bit more time, but that is all right as long as they get him off in the right precautions so that he doesn't end up getting injured a little bit more. Beautiful pronunciation of that French name, better than I could have done, says Grant. What one was that? Was it, I'm not sure whether that was the number 21 because I feel like I kind of messed up his name a little bit there. Was it the Paul one or was it someone else, Grant? Do let me know. But at this stage, they are saying that maybe... Yeah, at this stage, they are still down to 14 men, La Rochelle. They are up against it in this match at this stage, and they need to find the next try. But first, it is going to be a scrum feed of Toulouse. But also, we need to get the man who is on the ground at the moment, which is Paul Bodehint, who is now going to be stretched off the field as well for the shoulder injury, I believe it is. Another yawn. We are well and truly into it at the moment. 5:30 a.m. here in New Zealand. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is hugely appreciated for you guys who do want to help us out. And at the moment, we are sitting on that 2-2-2-2-2. 2-2-2-2, sorry. 4 twos. So if you do want to help us out and make that 2-2-2-3, perhaps hit that subscribe button. Let's see what we can do. The 21 as well. So it was that name, Paul Bodehint. I think I'm slowly getting better at it, but it's still probably a mile off, to be fair as well. But yeah, let's see if we can possibly get up to 2-2-2-3 by the end of this live stream. Should be the goal, as it is going to be a slightly quieter one for this one, since it is a middle of the night game for us here in New Zealand. But he is getting taken off the field. I think he is back on his feet now. Those guys have no shirts on. Not sure what happened there, but they are giving them a bit of a round of applause. Oh no, he is on the back of the stretcher, but he is sitting there rather than lying down, which is always a good sign that he is coming off the field. And it was going to be the man, and who was it? It was number 19 coming on the field as well, Thomas Levant. And okay, bro, as well, said Grant, or to Grant from Sevu. But now it is going to be the scrum feed for La Rochelle. What can they do from here? That's a big question. Sorry, it's the scrum feed or Toulouse. So La Rochelle need to make sure they win this one against the feed, but they've got the likes of Will Skelton, also Gregory Aldrit at the back of the scrum. Perhaps could be a key for them to be able to win this one against the feed, but it's going to be tough for them, that is for sure. Toulouse looking like they're really starting to find their feet in the last few moments of this game. And it is the scrum win for Toulouse there. Now it is going to be in the hands of Intermac, who's going to be kicking it in behind, perhaps going for a bit of the territory game. It's going to be an awkward one for Lates to take, but he has done phenomenally there. Well, it's not actually Lates. I think the man has come on the field. No, it is Lates. He is back out there. And now it is going to be Doolan kicking that one up in the... Oh, it's close to going into touch, but now there's a miscommunication. It's a point under all sorts of pressure. Goes to Intermac there, who has fired it back, and now they have been able to clear their lines, but there was a lot of pressure on them there. Oh, that ball has been dropped by Eldred. Not what he would have been wanting there, but now it's going to be in the hands of Bryce Doolan once again. And he is going to be going for that high kick. He has been doing them all day. Have they been paying off? Not really, but now it's going to be in the hands once again of Toulouse. And they have just given away the possession once again there, La Rochelle. 5 back now into the hands of the number 15, which in this one is going to be Eldred, I believe is the pronunciation. I feel like I'm still a little bit away from it now. It's going to be Eldred hitting the ball up, designed to run hard at the line, 40 metres out from their own line at the moment, La Rochelle. And they need a try very soon. Now it is going to be in the hands of the number 16 replacement. It is Bosch, I believe, who had that ball in Tavita Kurambalo now. Going into the hands of Will, scouting it hard in the tackle there. Now Kurambalo goes across there using their back line. Now this is what they need to do. It's going to be in the hands of now offloaded to Raymond Rule, who is trying to fight Giselin Colby down to the ground. Or he had the ball in this situation. Kurambalo now giving it to Aldred. Drops the head. Tackled by Rory Arnold though. And they are on the halfway line at the moment to lose. It's going to be Doolan with the little chip in behind. Not what you need to be doing. Unfortunately for La Rochelle, they have been given the ball away just a few too many times. And has been punishing them. Now they are going to be right back in their own 22. Raymond Rule's going to get this ball inside of the in-goal line. And he has put that one down for the 22 dropout. It is losing them a lot of ground at the moment for Doolan. Always doing those little chips in behind, unfortunately. We have also got that, what happened, my Wi-Fi cut out again at this stage. If you did miss the Toulouse try, although I think you were still here for the Toulouse try, so at this stage, just a little bit of back and forth and also an injury for the man on the number 21 jersey for La Rochelle, listening from Lower in the USA as well. So welcome to the live stream from there. What time is it there at the moment? Do let me know. Morning, bud. Well, what a game going for Toulouse by 7. And at this stage, that is a very good prediction, although maybe they are going to pour it on a little bit more. Anthony Dupont now, he has got plenty of pace, but he has got a foot in touch as well. And it is now going to be, the line out for La Rochelle now. Let's go. I was here for the try, bro. Then after that, my Wi-Fi cut out. No, the Toulouse fullback is called Mutton Chops as well, says Grant. But at this stage, it was Anthony Dupont who was able to make quite a few meters here for his Toulouse side, but then in the end getting driven into touch in the last moment as well. But now there are a couple more subs being made. It is going to be Antonio coming off the field now for Jolly. And he is going to be making his way out there now for the final 16 or 15 minutes of this match now for La Rochelle. And now it is also going to be Famuina coming off the field, and that is going to be for Ainu, I believe is the pronunciation of that one. And Charlie Famuina, he has put in a shift today for his side. He will be a very puffed individual, that is for sure. Is it going to be stolen? No, they have been able to take that one there. And now it is going to be in the hands of La Rochelle. They're on the 22 at the moment, and they need to keep on driving forward here. They've gone through the middle, I believe. And now it is going to be Tavita Kurambalo, sorry, I keep on saying an extra syllable in there at the moment. And now that one has been kicked out from Kurambalo into the hands of Dylan Lates. Is it? No. It was taken in the end by Toulouse. And because of it, now they have got this ball going to the blind side here. And it has been wrestled down. And at the moment, they are talking about the fact that maybe there haven't been too many tries in recent matches, or haven't been firing any darts at their own side, I think was one of the comments here. But now at the moment, Toulouse trying to keep on making meters. If they can score again here, they will win this match. And by the looks of it, it is going to be Giselin Colby, who is going to be under the high ball up against Raymond Rule, lining it up. Giselin Colby almost able to take it. They're getting it up, going backwards. Now it's an inside ball. No, did end up travelling forward. And because of it, now it is going to be the scrum feed for La Rochelle. Excellent commentary, thanks as well. And we have also got 12:30, 2 p.m. eating lunch at the moment. So it is a nice time of the day as well at the moment. 5:30 a.m. here, Naya Lugwe. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly as well. Do let me know if I have got this wrong. I have to say well done on all the streams this weekend. Well done, bud. Top stuff, as well said, Bertie. And I do appreciate that a lot, mate. We've had a very busy weekend with the amount of rugby we've had. We've started live streaming about... It was 11 hours. No, sorry, it was 13 hours ago. And we've pretty much been going non-stop since then. So, yeah, been a wild few hours. Going to earn some very much needed sleep after this live stream. And it will be around probably 6 a.m. when it does end up finishing. But the possession in the second half, 69% for Toulouse at the moment. We have also got there, you're a legend, bro, as well, says Sevu, and I do appreciate that as well, mate. But, yeah, at this stage, it looks like Toulouse are going to not have the scrum feed. I've been mucking up in terms of who has the scrum feeds lately in these ones. Unfortunately, it's going to be it is going to be a time off by the looks of it. Yes, it is. A little bit more space is being requested at this stage. 13 minutes left in this match now between these two sides. Who is going to be able to put that final mark on this match? Is it going to be Toulouse getting one more try or some points on the board? Or is it going to be La Rochelle fighting back, getting a try soon? It looks like maybe Arthur Retry isn't too far away. Or maybe that was Jules Pleason, actually. I feel like Retry may have already come on the field a little bit earlier on, if I'm not wrong. Or Retire. Hopefully I pronounced that somewhere correct. But La Rochelle with a good push there. They're going to end up with the penalty advantage going forward. And now it is going to be in the hands of EI West. Goes to Raymond Rule. Flat ball now. The hands of Raymond Rule. He is finding a bit of space. Raymond Rule. And he is going to keep on running offload on the outside of Dylan Lays. Running out of space though. And he has been driven into touch there. And it is going to be the line out to Toulouse now. They have decided that instead of going back for the penalty advantage, made enough meters. And now it means that it is going to be 12 and a half minutes left. And it is going the way of Toulouse so far in this match. We have got heart starts pounding as well, says Sevu. And we have got, I hope you're going to take your wife for a good dinner date after this. Thank you for us as well, says Naya Lugwe. I actually don't have a wife or a girlfriend, so I guess in some regards I can take myself out for a lunch, I guess, instead. And that will be, probably around dinner time when I wake up, probably around 6 p.m. to be fair. But Retire on the field. Retire, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. I think they just said the name, but I'm not going to hear what it was. But Dylan Lay's coming off the field now. Now it's going to be claimed by Rory Arnold. We also have 24 viewers. Smash that like button, guys, and subscribe if you're new. Says Betty, you heard the man. If you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We have got plenty more rugby action coming over the next couple of weeks. And we have also got the British and Irish Lions tour coming up. Also, the July test upon now. It's going to be kicking this one high. Almost charged down there by Will Skelton. Akoi Toulouse as well, says Victor. So at this stage, I assume that is go Toulouse. I'm not too sure. You will have to let me know. But Toulouse, at the moment, they aren't in possession. It is going to be La Rochelle. What are they going to do from here? They're looking for a gap. And at the moment, he's running straight into Aldred, who does get stuck under that ruck as well in an awkward position. And it's going to be the penalty to Toulouse for the player leaving his feet. And because of it now, Toulouse, they will be taking on the 3 points from here. And we have also got Naya. Is it Naya? Naya Lugwe? Is it Gui? Naya, or is it Nya Lugwe? Or Naya? I feel like it's the first part that is throwing me off a little bit. Don't worry, bro, you got us as well, says Sevu. That is true. We have had a lot of support in the chat over the last few weeks on the channel, and it is very much appreciated. I feel like I'm, Naya Lugwe. Is that correct? Or maybe am I still a mile off? If I am off, please do let me know lol as well. So I assume I was a mile off in that regard. But it is going to be Intermac now, who is going to be taking on the 3 points. And La Rochelle, the final is slowly slipping away from them. Nya. Is it Nya? Nya Luwe. Nalugwe. The second pronunciation was right as well. Nalugwe as well. I was a mile off, I think, for that part. So it is Nalugwe. Oh, he has got that one just there into Mac, and he does convert. So now the lead for Toulouse in this match is going to be 10 points. 10 minutes left as well. They are going for Dupont in the stands at the moment. And with the 10 points in the lead, if this came to 80 minutes and it was still the score perfect as well, says Nyaluwe. Oh no, I've messed up again. Nyaluwe as well. But now it is going to be Toulouse is going to win, says Sevu. It does look pretty likely at this stage, unless La Rochelle can score in the next few moments of this game. I said that by 70, they needed a try. They haven't quite been able to do that. It is going to be Marchand coming on the field now. And also Castex is making his way out there as well. I feel like some of my pronunciations are probably a mile off. Flamer is also coming on the field for Rory Arnold. I can say Rory Arnold. That is a nice, easy Aussie name to get off the tongue. But now it is going to be the line-out throw for La Rochelle. 40 metres out now from Toulouse's line. They need to score a try in the next few moments of this match. And it's going to be High West now selling a bit of a dummy. Goes to Aldred instead, but he is tackled nice and early by the defence. Now it is, he is met hard in the tackle there, the number 20, driven backwards. Now it's going to be Kurt Barlow going into the hands of the number 19. Straight over the ball with Toulouse, but they haven't quite been able to get it. Now it is going to be EOI West. They got to use this back line. Raymond Rule selling the advantage or selling the dummy, and now they've got the advantage here. And La Rochelle, do they kick for the corner here? That is the big question. They are in the situation. I feel like with the amount of points behind they can't really afford to go for the 3 points. I feel like, yes, it is going to be Doolin who is going to be kicking this one well and truly for the corner as well. La Rochelle just need to sign more South African players, then they would win as well, says Sivu. And that's the thing. The Jessel and Colby try earlier on was disallowed. Also, a try down the other side was almost able to be scored. But Dylan Lays has been phenomenal on the wing for La Rochelle as well. We've got a few laughing emojis in the chat as well. Only the South Africans will understand as well. And we have also got there from Victor Lukwe early on. Oh, I think it was something a little bit later on as well. But now it is going to be Toulouse, who are under pressure, only a few meters out from their line now. La Rochelle, they need this if they want any chance of being able to win this match up against the tough opponents that's gone up. Who has got this one in hand? It is going to be La Rochelle. Now the crowd are getting behind them. They are saying push with your lives here, boys. We want to try. They are going sideways. Great defense here from Toulouse. They're going to get told to use it very soon. It is going to be Kurt Barlow now. Is looking for the opportunity to slowly edge him forward, though. And they are asking for more men. Raymond Rule now is joining this ruck. And at this stage, they are still going forward. Now they are going sideways. Who has got it? It's still the number 16. They've been told to use it once. Now it is going to be Kurt Barlow breaking off the back now. Selling the dummy, doing the spin as well. Runs straight into a wall. But Will Skelton here looking like he wants to get right in there and get himself maybe a try opportunity. No, it is going to be now Aldred, who is going to stand in front now. It's round the side. La Rochelle only a couple meters short of the line now. And Will Skelton is right there. They're driving forward. They are only a couple meters short now. Will Skelton here. He's got the ball in hand. Will Skelton. But they have somehow been able to stop him. And that is very impressive to do. Kurt Barlow scores the try for La Rochelle. And they are back in this match now. And we have got the Savas are here too as well from Nyaluwe. And also, you got that right. And at this stage now, it is the try to Kurt Barlow. Nice little dive up in the air there. Puts the ball down and says, thanks very much for coming. Toulouse are now not leading by the amount of points that they were. Now this match is going to be back to only a 3 points difference. La Rochelle, they took the most, or they made the most of that advantage, and they went for the corner, and they were able to score off it. But Will Skelton, that man wants to try. You can see how much he is hoping that he is going to be able to get around the side. 22-22, says Sevu, perhaps. So that would mean that maybe EI West misses this one, and then it would be the next kick would be missed as well. Yeah, La Rochelle as well, says Nyaluwe. And hopefully, I feel like I'm pronouncing that differently every time at this stage. We have got Birdie. I said, hey, well done, mate, for trying all the different pronunciations, whether it's a player or one of the supporters as well, said Birdie. Yeah, it is tough. We're going from French to South African to New Zealand to Australian to Fijian, all sorts. At the moment, my girlfriend in La Rochelle will be celebrating as well, says Nalugwe. And at this stage, Ehire West, is he going to be able to get this one? No, it's hit the post. And now because of it, it means that, unfortunately for him, at this stage, if he had kicked all of his kicks so far, at this stage, Ehire West, they would be leading this match. But at this stage, they are still 5 points behind. They need a converted try. Zimbabwean here as well in the chat to La Rochelle at full time. It is going to be 24-22 is the prediction, but currently 6 minutes left in this match. It was Kurt Barlow on that penalty shootout as well, said Grant. Tell you what, it could be on the cards. 5 minutes left. Toulouse are going to be kicking this one deep into the half of La Rochelle and trying to get them to kick it back. But from here, La Rochelle might consider, no, they are going to be kicking this one downfield. It is a decent kick as well. Very good kick there. And they are going to decide not to take it quickly. So now, very good kick from the number 22, Arthur Retire. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Retire, I think, is the call. Oh. Tell you what, that's not as far as that kick went, I don't think, unfortunately for them. I feel like that was going to be way down the other end of the field, but it is now going to be just in the half of La Rochelle. That was a harsh one because the man took it only a couple meters from the touchline. They have gone to the front there. They have been able to hang on to it. Now they are going for a bit of a rolling ball themselves here to lose. And they will be wanting to make sure that they can get some form of point. Perhaps a drop kick will be on the cards as well. But the last thing that Toulouse, or sorry, La Rochelle want to do is give away a penalty, because if they give away a penalty here, you're in that predicament of being 8 points behind. Now it's going to be Dupont, by the looks of it, who will be kicking this one. They're trying to play a bit of territory here. Toulouse as well. Toulouse says 7. He is at the moment a pretty happy man with the scoreline, but of course it is far from over. Taken beautifully there from Doolan, lined up though in the tackle. Now it is going to be Kurt Barlow selling a bit of a dummy. Fires the wide ball now into the hands of one of the players that was taken back. This one can't go out on the full. They've found a lot of space though, and it is going to go into touch only. Oh, that's a great kick inside of the 22 now. And La Rochelle putting on the pressure. That was Dumaru who was able to get that one. But if the drop kick misses, La Rochelle can win as well. And now they're in this situation of they're going to have to go all the way. They're going to have to go all the way back into their own 22 here to lose. And they are going to be under pressure once again from La Rochelle. Great kick there. And in the end, Toulouse just not quite marking up for that one. And at this stage, you can see the Toulouse fans in the crowd. Also, you can see La Rochelle supporters. They are all hoping to see an upset here and see a win for La Rochelle. Oh, it's been stolen there. Almost now it's a knock-on advantage. No, Toulouse have got this ball. And now they will be kicking this one for touch, I would think. But Dupont now, we've still got 3 minutes left. It looks like they're going to be creating a bit more of an angle. So the last thing that La Rochelle want to do is give away a penalty here. But also the other last thing they want to do is end up in a situation of it is going to be kicked into touch there. And it's going to be taken quickly. Is it for La Rochelle? Yes, it is now. It's going to be Aldrit now, who is going to be countering with an attack. His legs are still working at this stage, which is a surprise. He has run a lot of meters so far throughout this match. 40 meters out now. La Rochelle, 3 minutes left in this match. They were able to finish strong in the match against Leinster. Can they do the same in this one? Now it's going to be Gregory Aldrit now, hitting the ball up. Now it is going to be Kurt Barlow going back. It's a little bit of a backline. Doolan lined up there, lined up again. They are going for that man, Doolan. Gislin Colby trying to get in that ruck, not quite able to. Now it's going to be Kurt Barlow back on the inside there. Flat ball into the hands of the number 16. And they are still 40 meters out. Sevu is a little bit nervous, I think, at this stage perhaps. But now 2 minutes away from full-time. Skelton hit in an awkward fall there, unfortunately for him. Kurt Barlow now goes back into the hands of, tell you what, they're getting driven backwards here. They need to make sure that they don't keep on going back. Tell you what, Kurt Barlow breaking the tackle now to beat a Kurt Barlow. And he has made a few more meters for his side. Now it's going to be Raymond Rule with the bounce pass. Goes into the hands of Gregory Aldrit now. And they are driving forward. His knees are on the ground. They have to release there to lose. Now it is going to be going back once again. They are looking for this backline movement here. La Rochelle, Doolan stepping on the inside, slowly making the meters that they need to be able to get a chance of winning this game. Now it's going to be Raymond Rule. We are currently sitting at, it's been knocked on though, is it? No, it was just ripped away. So it is going to be now a continued attack for La Rochelle. Now it is going to be Kurt Barlow. They're down to 14 men as well to lose because of a man lying on the ground at the moment. So they have got an incredible chance here of being able to get something great going. They can't end up going for the cross kick though. I feel like that would be the wrong choice. They've gone for the little kick behind, and now because of it, it is going to be claimed by Toulouse. Wrong choice there, unfortunately. And because of it, now they have given the possession back with only a short moment left. I knew La Rochelle would do it, says Liberty Gura. It's not over yet though at this stage now. They are going to be doing the little bit of time wasting here for Toulouse. They are just going to be wearing this one out. Or are they? It's going to be a penalty for La Rochelle, and now they are going to be kicking for the corner. Arms down. Oh, okay. Right. That is a different situation there. They have said they couldn't continue with a man on the ground, so because of it now, it is going to be a scrum feed to Toulouse with only a minute left as well. Holding my breath for La Rochelle as well. And we have also got in there Toulouse come on to get the ball. And yes as well. I'm sorry, guys. I ended up saying it was a penalty. But in the end, they have decided that because of the position of the man being down on the ground, they couldn't continue. And that is why it is going to be the scrum feed to Toulouse. And they will probably prefer that rather than the situation that they were in, which was a lot of pressure. But now he is going to be going off the field, getting helped off. And it is also going to be the situation of the scrum feed now for Toulouse. All they need to do now is hang on to this ball. This push has to be an incredible one from Toulouse. And also, they will need to make sure that they don't give away the early penalty, but they need to push here if they do want a chance here. La Rochelle, Babaye is coming off the field with a bad limp by the looks of it, and Castex is going to be making his way onto the field. But at this stage now, the final moments of this match, the time is off, so the scrum may not be the last phase of this matchup. And it is going to be La Rochelle who need to win this one if they do want a chance. And it is going to be coming down to the wire, that is for sure. And I have to say, Sai as well, Toulouse as well, says Sevu. Oh, you've got Sai. Yeah, I'm sorry. I ended up getting hyped up. So did the La Rochelle players. They were celebrating big time. But in the end, they did say that it was because the player was on the ground and he did look in a bad injured state that they decided they would stop the play. And that is why they decided that they would do that. But now the score or the timer is back on. 40 seconds left in this one. It is set. They need to hang on to this ball here. Toulouse straight round the back. It's being knocked on though. Oh, it's gone backwards. Straight over the ball was defeated Kurbalo. But they aren't quite able to get that one now. And now at this stage, 30 seconds left. Intermac is firing it back now into the hands of number 12. He is trying to make a few more meters. Straight over the ball though was La Rochelle. And we have only got 15 seconds left in this one. Straight over it once again. But they aren't quite able to get to this one. Anthony Dupont taking his time here, trying to wear down the clock just a little bit longer. It is going to be in the hands of the number 15. This is risky stuff from them because they were trying to hang on to the ball till the very end of the match. And now because of it, it's almost going to be the penalty. No, it's not. And it's going to be Dupont kicks it into touch. And that is going to be the end of the game. And Toulouse win it in the final moments. And they were able to get the win. And we have also got Toulouse best club in France as well, and they have continued that, the Champions Cup. You can see how much it means to them. They are emotional out there on the field, those men. They have had a crowd there as well to be able to witness it. Close finish to this match. Only the one try or two tries in this match, I believe it was. Kurbalo scoring the one, and also another try for Toulouse, which was scored by their number 13, I believe, if I'm not wrong. Which in this case was Juan Cruz Malia. I think they were the only two tries that we had in this match. Woohoo as well, says Victor. Well, what a game. Well done to lose as well, says Bertie. Yeah, they did play well. They played a very strategic game plan. And it did work out for them. My voice is almost gone at this stage. It is currently sitting 5:51 a.m. here in New Zealand. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button. We have been up almost all night watching rugby for these live streams. Thanks, dude, for excellent coverage. Well done. Thanks as well. Says it is Naya Lugue as well. But yeah, thank you very much for tuning in as well. Hope you guys did enjoy this live stream. And like I mentioned, it is currently late. I will have to probably end up going to bed straight after this one. We are currently sitting on 2222. 2222. Yes, it is. 2,222 subscribers. So maybe let's see if we can get two, maybe one or two more before the end of this live stream. But well done, Toulouse. It's very nicely done. La Rochelle, you got to feel for them. Ended up in the situation being down to 14 for most of this match. Bortia was the man who did get sent off the field. Then there was a yellow card for it was Elstad. And then from there, the Australians talking to each other there. Will Skelton and Rory Arnold having a catch up in that situation. And tell you what, there are a lot of battered, bruised bodies out there on the field at the moment. He has got almost both of his eyes swelled up from getting hit hard in tackles. Thanks for the stream, bro. See you next week as well. Sibu, we will see you later, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's currently 7:52 here in South Africa. Please go to sleep now, mate. Yeah, I think that will certainly be on the cards. Maybe something to eat first, since we are sitting at 6 a.m. Might be feeling a little bit peckish. But yeah, thank you all very much for tuning into this live stream. It's meant a lot to me seeing all of you guys here for this match of the Champions Cup. Two French sides in the final, and in the end it was Toulouse who were able to get the win. So it wasn't very well done from them. But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. Thanks for all the streams today, says Grant. No worries, mate. 5 in a row. Was a lot of fun. I will be fair. A lot of talking. My voice will be gone completely tomorrow, I would think. But yeah, probably, I would say worth it, because I have had a lot of fun. And also, you guys have been enjoying it as well. And we have got to get some sleep, mate. You deserve it. And look how happy Mutton Chops is. And cheers, mate. See you next week. Much love, bro. See you next time as well. So nonetheless, I will try and find the button. I always forget where the button is to be able to end the live stream, which is why there's always this awkward pause at the end when I am trying to find it. But yeah, nonetheless, I have managed to find it. So yeah, thank you all very much for tuning in. Hope you did enjoy the coverage, and I will see you all for the next one.